Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel, or it's actually the Kiwi Lads Sport today. We are on the second channel for this first match of the Bunnings NPC. It is going to be Manawatu taking on Counties Manukau for the championship part of the division. I'm just looking, and we are starting around a minute later than we were supposed to. I do apologise about that, but we have got a special guest. As you can see, I am set up in a different way to how we normally would on the main channel. And yeah, George should be arriving. Hopefully, he said between 7 and 7:30. So he might be here soon, or he might be here about halfway through the first half. But I hope you are all doing well, and I hope you are all ready for a very good game of rugby that we are hopefully going to see between Counties Manukau and also it will be Manawatu. And yeah, should be a very exciting competition. I've been looking forward to this competition for a very long time because of the fact that all of these teams are just stacked with talented players, and I feel like that is what's going to make it so great. And yeah, I will read the chat in a very short moment. But first of all, we will get the lineups up so that you guys can see exactly who is going to be out on the field for the opening match of the Bunnings NPC. But we are doing it on this channel. I guess that will be a question that you guys may be wondering. And the reason we are doing it on this channel rather than the main channel is just to make sure that it doesn't get copyright striked like it did for the match that we did for the first one of Super Rugby AU, when that one got taken down before we had even started for that one. So we want to make sure it's going to be running smoothly so that we can then do a lot more of these videos in the future, because of the fact they will be a lot of fun indeed. We have got a couple of people in the chat. We will say hi to you guys. We have got more. We have also got in there Katie Dixon has said, yeah, we get George tonight. You do indeed. And I hope you are well. Says Katie back at you as well. Hopefully, most of the regulars will be on this one as well. But I do expect it to be a little bit quieter than the main channel ones, purely because of the fact this is a Kiwi Lad Sport. We haven't actually uploaded on this channel in a very long time. But yeah, it is just to do with the copyright side of it, making sure that we don't end up getting taken down, because we are going to be doing a lot of Bunnings NPC live streams, as long as YouTube allows it, that is. And we have what's got in there, National Provincial Championship, making its debut on the channel. Should be a decent competition. Hope everyone's doing well as well. Says Sebastian. And also we have got why does it get copyright strike? Pretty much it isn't anything to do with what's in the video, but it's more of the factor of the name, I guess you could say, because of the fact that for Super Rugby AU, it was actually the title that did get us striked. So we are just making sure that it doesn't get a strike, because we had to work very hard and for about a week to be able to get the other one removed. And if we got the strike on this one, if we were doing it on the main channel, then we would have a lot of problems heading into those games between the All Blacks and the Wallabies, because of the fact we wouldn't actually be able to do it. Unfortunately, we have got Hamish, well, you're not on the rugby channel. Pretty much this is the test run. So we are making sure that it's all going to work smoothly with the copyright system on YouTube. And then if it does work smoothly, then we are going to be transferring back over to the main channel for the matches that are taking place tomorrow before the big one, which is going to be the All Blacks taking on the Wallabies for the Bledisloe. At this stage here, it is going to be Counties Manukau making their way out onto the field, led by their captain, Orban Ledger. And also, I see that man there, which is going to be Sakoki Kepu. Of course, a lot of caps for the Wallabies. And hopefully he has a very good game in this one. But can you guys hear me all right? Do let me know if the microphone is a little bit too quiet or too loud. We are getting a few things adjusted because of the fact that this channel has not had any live streams on it before, which is interesting. Doing some live or rugby live stream COVID ops, as it well, says Katie Dixon. And by the way, do you think the Springboks will create history tomorrow morning? It's a tough one. I feel like at this stage they've taken all the momentum back with the way that they played the Springboks in that second match. So now all the pressure is on the British and Irish Lions. But I do say they'll put Josh Adams and also Liam Williams in their starting lineup, the British and Irish Lions. So perhaps that will give them that slight advantage. But I feel like the Springboks at this stage look like they will be the side who will be able to take out the series. The first time since 1989 that a series has been able to fight their way back, or a team has been able to fight their way back and win a series. Going to be pretty awesome for them, I should say, if they can do it right. I am looking through. There we go. We got the lineups here. We'll put up the lineup first of all for Manawatu. They haven't got the likes of Aaron Smith. I know a lot of people want to see him play, but he is going to be playing tomorrow. So for this one instead, at number 9, it is going to be Logan Henry. Braden Iosi is a player to look out for because of the fact that, is that actually up on the screen at the moment? I don't think it is. It's told me that it is. Oh, I've got it in the background. Never mind. One moment. Need to put it in the overlay. Tell you what, this is a rough start to the Kiwi Lads Sport channel, I guess you could say. But at this stage, the teams are making their way out onto the field. So we have probably got around a minute or so before we get to kickoff. So we'll quickly show the lineups for you guys. There is the first side that we are going to be looking at. Few talented players on these sides. And that's the thing. Scattered throughout these sides, they have some very talented players, definitely in this first week, because of the fact that some of the All Blacks, I mean, Hoskins, the tutu, is coming off the bench for Counties Manukau alongside The likes of Jonathan Tamatine as well is going to be making his way off the bench for this one. But now at this stage, we are only moments away from the kickoff. So what I will do is I will quickly get my live stream up so we are ready to go. We'll be watching this one on Sky Go, which is going to be the home of all of these games that are going to be taking place for this one. But at this stage now, we are looking very close to kickoff, and it will be the man in charge of the whistle for this one, Angus, maybe will be having a shot here. Maybe this one will be a high-scoring game. I can't actually decide who I think is going to be winning this one, but that is the Manawatu lineup. Now we are going to be looking at the Counties Manukau. And then from there now, we are getting very, very close to kickoff, and I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. But now it is going to be Auburn Ledger getting this match underway for the Bunnings NPC. It's part of the championship division of the competition, taken very nicely there by Drew Wild. And he is going to return fire close to the touchline, but it hasn't gone out. So now from there, they are going to have this ball. Auburn Ledger passing it across field, and it's a bit of a kicking game early on between these two sides. Kicked in behind by Page, and it has gone into touch, and it is going to be now a line out. Right, we will also update the, I haven't actually got a scoreboard ready. I'm having a shocker. I think it was the late notice that I was organising with George to be able to come around for this one that I haven't quite got as much of it prepared as I would have liked to, but we will get a lot smoother, and I feel like the main channel is where it is really going to be going as smoothly as it can. But we will put up here quickly Manawatu sitting on 0, Counties Manukau sitting on 0 also. We have got you put a link onto the other channel so those people can do or can know you are doing it on this channel. I've actually got it in the community tab. I've taken very nicely by Counties Manukau, and now off the back. Now it's going to be a great run forward. In the end, it was Lindenmouth getting very close, 5 metres out here, Counties Manukau, but it's a penalty to Manawatu. And that is a very good penalty to win as well. But they were flying forward there. And I believe it was actually Latu. Okay, it is Latu, who that was nearly Latu in the number 8 jersey. I feel like some of these players I will have to relearn as well, which is pretty awesome. We have got this is the North Island versus North Island, isn't it? I think Manukau is somewhere around Auckland, if I'm not mistaken. I think they are. But I know that Kieran Reid was playing for them last year, although he isn't playing for them this year in the competition. But I know that this game's being played at Palmerston North, but that is Manawatu's home ground. But I believe it is North Island versus North Island. Also, championship versus championship, which is interesting because the premiership is actually the highest out of the two divisions, which is a little bit confusing, but at the same time, it does mean that we are going to get to see some very good games. I know that on Sunday it's going to be Auckland taking on Canterbury, which would be a very good one. But a high ball put up, good contest, or good contest in the air, I should say. But it has been claimed by Counties Manukau now. And now it was in the hands now of Auburn Ledger going back across field, and it's going to be once again Latu. He is on debut, and he is already looking dangerous as soon as he's touched this ball. Going to be off the back now. Ledger, Roy Guard gives it the wide ball. And that's a beautiful inside ball, but he is going to be tackling a little knock on, but it's going back now for the penalty to Counties Manukau. And at this stage, this game's looking like it's going to be a frantic pace between these two sides. I'm wondering what time George will actually end up towing up. Like I mentioned, he said between 7 and 7:30, which I feel like can be any time in this window. But so far, they are going to be under pressure. And that's the thing. I've enjoyed watching those qualifying games for the Rugby World Cup, not just because they were a very good game, but also because of the fact that we see a lot of those players who were playing in that game actually playing in these Bunnings NPC sides. It's going to be 50 metres out, and Bunnings NPC, straight away, the first points of the ball could be coming from 3 points. He's going to be taking it on 3 minutes into this game, and at this stage, it is going to be in the hands of Jared Halliday. Halliday? I believe that is the pronunciation. I see the donation sign isn't on. Why don't you put it on in case people want to donate to the channel? Unfortunately, due to the fact that this is not the main channel, we aren't actually monetized on this one. So this live stream, we aren't going to be making any money off whatsoever, but that is all right. I feel like it's one of those ones I wanted to test that, and I just love doing these live streams with you. That's gone over, and that means now Counties Manukau with a brilliant kick from halfway. Halliday has now made it 3-0 to Counties Manukau, and I feel like the tries are going to be raining in this match. But the big question is, how long until we get to see that first one? Like I mentioned, they've got a great bench, Counties Manukau. I will show them now while we have a little bit of a stoppage in play. The players that you can't see in the number 23 jerseys are Riley Hohepa and also Ed Fidel. Played very well for Samoa throughout those games in the Rugby World Cup qualifying matchups. But yeah, Hoskins Atutu and also Tuiloma, Taulani, and they've just got a very strong bench there for Counties Manukau. We've also got, we got to grow this channel as well, says Katie Dixon. I guess that's one thing that we haven't actually been able to do too much of is videos on this channel, and I regret it big time because I absolutely love the process of growing a channel. I feel like it's one of those ones that is just very exciting. Even if it's only going up like a small amount each day, it is still very awesome. At this stage now on the halfway line, Manawatu, or it's going to be the big front runner straight at Latu, but he is going to be dragged down on an advantage here. Samuel Slade trying to get in that breakdown, not able to, and now it's going back for the penalty. It's in the hands of Brett Cameron. Had a very decent season. Well, I believe he was playing for Canterbury last year, if I'm not wrong. But now he is playing for the Crusaders in Super Rugby, and that's one thing I want to do as well throughout these live streams is learn about where these players have come from. That is all. It's a good kick from Brett Cameron right down to the 22 now, and it is going to be Manawatu who will have them under pressure. Those are two big bodies coming together, Tai Tuimanga and also Nili Latu. But now at this stage, it is going to be on the 22. It is going to be Manawatu who will have this line out throw, and they'll be hoping that it can get it nice and straight. Maybe go for a rolling maul, perhaps. Could be on the cards in this one. We'll have to wait and see, but Ray Nui are going to be the man who is throwing it in. For it will be Manawatu. Oh, it's going to be stolen, though, by Counties Manukau, but now it's going to be claimed by Braden Iosi, and he is a very talented player. He is the captain as well, but he can make meters for fun, playing for the Hurricanes throughout Super Rugby. Almost stolen in the breakdown. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It is going to be a penalty advantage, and now they have got the opportunity here, Manawatu, to take either the 3 easy points or go for the corner. So it's going to be exciting to see what they do, but we have got 200 subs by the end of the stream. We can do it as well, says Katie Dixon. I mean, it will be interesting. I don't know how many people will be watching this video on this live stream, to be honest, just because of the fact that we haven't actually done anything on this channel in a very long time. So people well and truly probably have given up on it. But, I mean, it's just one of those ones that I wanted to do a test run of these live streams. So if all of a sudden we end up going completely like to a black screen, you know why. It is because we have been taken off YouTube. But hopefully that isn't the case. I think that was only for Super Rugby AU. But yeah, hopefully everything does run smoothly, and then we will be back on the main channel for the next match. And that is going to be, I believe we are going to be doing, it's a hard one. There are 2 games being played at the same time, and they're both very good games. I know one's Wellington versus Northland, and then the other is Hawke's Bay taking on Taranaki. And I think we're going to be doing the Hawke's Bay Taranaki game, but I really want to watch the Wellington Northland one as well. But now it's going to be Brett Cameron kicking this one. Has got it over, and now the score is going to be 3 to Manawatu and also 3 to Counties Manukau. Looking like a close game already, and we have been going for around 7 minutes, I believe it is now. So hopefully we do get to see a try very soon, because I feel like in this competition we're going to see a lot of them, and there are some very talented players, the likes of, I believe, for the Auckland side. I don't think they've gone with Salisa Rayasi, but they have got on the bench. It is going to be Solomon Kata who has signed with them. Also, a lot of people wanted to see Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. He is not there yet, but I don't think he is too far away. Brandon Iosi now running straight at Kepu, but he has dragged him down for his first tackle of his NBC journey for Counties Manukau. Kick downfield by Brett Cameron. A awkward bouncing one. He's actually almost managed to not knock that one on, but unfortunately there, it was Philemoni who wasn't quite able to get that one right. Good kick from Brett Cameron. Kept it low and made it difficult for the man trying to take it. But at this stage, do let me know your score predictions. I can't actually decide who I think is going to win. I think Counties Manukau might be able to sneak it with the likes of Tutu, Tamatene, and all of those guys off the bench. But I can't really decide. I feel like it could be actually a lot closer than a lot of people are anticipating. I know that the Wellington game versus Northland is supposed to be a runaway for Wellington with the likes of Perenara, Karefi, all of those guys who were possibly in line for All Black selection, but just not quite. They are going to be all playing a Safa Moore as well. He's another one to look forward to seeing. But this is going to be the first scrum of the Bunnings NPC. Like I mentioned there, it is split into 2 divisions, the championship, which these 2 sides are in, and the premiership. And I have actually got all of the rules that I might bring up for you guys so you know exactly how this competition will be working, as it is a new concept, I guess you could say, definitely because of the fact it was called the Minor 10 Cup last year. And I'm not sure whether or not 50-22s are a thing in this competition, but I know that they are possibly coming through in a lot of the other competitions coming up. And now it's going to be IOC once again, going to get a carry. A strong run, but he is dragged down by Ledger there. Throwing it back, gives it to Cameron now, looking like a quick backline movement for Manawatu. The fullback now gives it out to Philemoni, and he is going to be making a few meters. He stripped it in behind. Kicked it out on the full, though. And now they are going to be going back to where he kicked it from there. But he is looking dangerous already, Daniela Philemoni. He is a very dangerous ball carrier. It was just a good backline movement here from Manawatu as well. Getting it out wide, and then from there, the kick in behind, just not quite finding where he wanted to. But at this stage, Braden Iosi already making plenty of meters for his side. early on in this one, but now it is going to be Joe Royal with this line-out throw for Counties Manukau. And they are going to be about 30 minutes out from their line, playing nicely in that line-out drive. We have got so many people still calling it the Mitre 10 and my American Pro is spinning. Yeah, I almost titled this one the Mitre 10 Cup because I feel like everyone just got used to it. The Bunnings NPC, I feel like the ITM Cup, that's easy. The Mitre 10 Cup's easy, but the Bunnings NPC is kind of completely different. So it's lucky that I have got the two team names in the title, perhaps, because of the fact that otherwise that it would be very tough to know exactly what's happening. Because Bunnings NPC stands for National Provincial Championship, I believe. But not too many people actually know that, I don't think. But now at this stage, Counties Manukau on the halfway line now. And they are trying to drive forward. It is going to be Taito Tuimonga who has managed to make that tackle. And it's bounced out the side, but it is going to be the penalty to Counties Manukau. Now they're 50 metres out. And at this stage now, he took the kick on from 50 last time and was able to get it. Will he do it again? That is the big question. And is George going to be here soon? That is the other big question on my mind at the moment. But I will bring up the rules of this competition for you guys so you know exactly what is the case. But it is going to be kicked for the corner here by Auburn Ledger. The number 10, he plays for the Hurricanes. A lot of these players actually do play for the Hurricanes. The likes of Liam Mitchell, also Braden Ioc, Brett Cameron does not. But also it is Auburn Ledger, Cam Roygaard, all those guys. And these are the rules for the competition. As you can see, there are a few of them for this one, but pretty much the gist of it is you get 4 points for a win, 2 points for a draw if it goes to golden point, or after golden point, that is. So we have got golden point in this competition, which is pretty awesome. 1 point for the loss by 7 or fewer. And in this one, it is going to be scoring 4 or more tries rather than the 3 or more tries like it was for Super Rugby to be able to get that bonus point. And then the top 4 of each division qualify for the division playoffs, which are going to be taking place in a couple months' time. But now it is going to be an opportunity here for Manawatu, only a few metres out from their line. They were able to get the line out still, and now it's a good run for Philemoni going on the outside now. And it is going to be kicked down the field by Drew Wild. Oh, tell you what, is that a 50-22? Yes, it is. The first one we have seen, which means now Drew Wild kicking that one from way back in his own half has now claimed a 50-22, which means his side get the line out throw. New concept to these competitions. I think it's going to be the case in the Bledisloe Cup as well. But 50-22s at this stage. Manawatu have got the one. Counties Manukau has actually already got one in this match as well. I just realised they actually did that one off kickoff, or almost off kickoff. So that makes sense at this stage. I thought it was the first one of the competition, but it is the first one for Manawatu. So already we are seeing both sides incorporate that into their games. And it's going to be interesting to see whether or not that will be the case for the Bledisloe as well, coming up tomorrow. Less than 24 hours away. It's going to be claimed there by Manawatu. And now going for a bit of a rolling ball. Ray Nuia offloads over there. It's going to be a big hit by Latu on the 22 there. At this stage now, it is going to be Manawatu. Still got this ball. Going back across field. Logan Henry now gives it into the hands of Hurley Langdon. But he has been dragged down 20 out. Looking for the backline movement here. Going to the big forwards that they have got. They've got the advantage as well. And that one, it would have been held in. And they are going to be going back right. It is offside advantage. Do they take on the 3 points? Or do they decide to go for the corner here? Looks like maybe they're going for the 3 at this stage in this one. But I will mention anyone who is new. I assume most of you guys have come from the main channel. But if you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Brett Cameron going to be taking on the 3 points here for Manawatu to be able to possibly extend a little bit of a lead. 3 points, but that is twice that we've seen the 50-22 incorporated, which means now 5 metre scrums. Oh, did Latu hit him a little bit high there? He hit him a little bit on the chin, so maybe they will go back and have another look at this while you stream on this channel. Pretty much the reasoning behind it is because I didn't want to risk getting a strike on the main channel due to the fact that I wasn't sure whether or not they would be automatically striking down live streams to do with the Bunnings NPC. So this is kind of the test one, and then we will be doing every other Bunnings NPC live stream on the main channel. But this was just one to make sure that they didn't have, like they have for Super Rugby AU, and have it kind of get taken down straight away. That one's gone over from Brett Cameron, and now the score is going to be Manawatu 6 and Counties Manukau just on the 3. But at this stage, there are a whole heap of people with buckets on their head. I think it was free entry, if I'm not wrong, if you had a bucket on your head. So that will be the reasoning behind that. But yeah, pretty much this is just the only stream that we are going to be doing on this channel to do with the Bunnings NPC, and then the rest are going to be on the main channel, including the games tomorrow that we will be doing, which I believe will be Hawke's Bay versus Taranaki, or maybe Wellington versus Northland. Haven't quite decided yet. That's going to be claimed there by Liam Mitchell. just on his own 22, and he has been dragged down there. Now it's going to be Logan Henry, who will be able to kick this one just outside of his own 22. Can't find touch on the full, but it has got plenty of air on it on the halfway line, gone straight through the hands of the Counties Manukau winger. I believe that one would have been Jared Halliday, sorry. Wasn't quite able to hang on to that one. 15 minutes into this match, it has been flying by at this stage, that is for sure. Yeah, looking at the two sides, in terms of who I think has a little bit of an edge, Manawatu looking like they're dangerous when they have got that ball in hand with the back line, and at this stage, just a couple too many handling errors for Counties Manukau. Did George stop to get KFC, says Katie. I mean, if he doesn't show up for I would say another 15 to 20 minutes, possibly, because our nearest KFC is 30 minutes away. But he said that he was having food first. So, I don't know, maybe. Hopefully he does show up soon. He said to me it was 7 to 7:30, but closer to 7. Although at this stage we are slightly closer to 7:30. The pack weight's almost identical in this one, 900 almost for both sides, 895 for Counties Manukau, 893 for Manawatu. That is going to be put in there by Logan Henry now. Backline movement once again, looking like it's going to be on the cards. No, Brett Cameron going for another 50-22. It's going to be taken by Page inside of that. It was actually Lolala who was able to take that one. So that was a mark. And I feel like that's something we're actually going to get to see a lot more in this competition, is kind of those marks inside of the 22 due to other teams trying to kick it into touch off the bounce for the 50-22, as you do get to retain the line out, which can be absolute gold dust for you if you are able to get a rover. Got come on turbos, says Jeffrey as well. He is going for Manawatu in this match. And that's the thing. A win this early on in the competition can build a lot of momentum heading into those later games as well. Now it's going to be Brett Cameron. Beautiful inside ball there, and somehow it almost worked out, but I think it was a little bit forward in that situation. Forward pass from, I think it was Taniello. No, it actually was Jason Emery. That's the thing. I'm also seeing Taniello Talia playing for it is Counties Manukau, which is good to see. I know that he had an injury when he was playing for the Blues, and I haven't really seen him too much since, but now he is back. And at this stage, he was the man who tried to make the tackle there, just a little bit wrong in that back line for Manawatu, causing the forward pass. At this stage now, it is going to be Cam Roygar feeding this ball into the scrum for Counties Manukau, only 40 metres out from their own line at this stage. And yeah, hopefully we do get to see a try soon. Do you guys think there will be a try in the first half? Do let me know. And also, we love the game of who do you think is going to score the try? I think for me, Braden IOC, if it is a Manawatu try. And I would say, I'm going to say Jared Page if it is a Counties Manukau try. But now the ball is going to be fed in there by Counties Manukau. Cam Roygar trying to get that big man to push it. It's working. They are going to be possibly looking at an advantage here with the way that the scrum is moving. It's going to be Cam Roygar taking it off the back, trying to pierce the gap. And tell you what, he's got a bit of toe, Cam Roygar. Little offload out the back. It's a knock on the ground, though. And because of it now, it means that it is going to be Manawatu who is going to have the scrum feed. Tell you what, that was almost an opportunity. If they kept on going down the bottom, Jared Page might have been in there. And also we have got Manukau as well from Prill, for who we think is going to be scoring the first try. And that was a great run there from the Hurricanes halfback. Cam Roygar just breaking the tackle, sold the dummy on the outside, but then from there just not quite able to link up. Was that someone at the window? Maybe it was. He might have scratched on the way past, perhaps. Unless it wasn't him. I'm not too sure. What's the crowd like at Palmerston North? There are a few people there. I know if you had a bucket hat on, it was the situation of you'd got in for free. But, yeah, it doesn't look too full at this stage. But maybe they are on the near side, perhaps. Neither side fancying the try so far, hoping for one by the end of the first half and 4 by the end of the game, says Sebastian as well. And, yeah, I think at this stage, Braden Iosi for me is the one who I think is going to be scoring for Manawatu. He's just looked dangerous anytime he's had the ball in hand. He also had a very good season for the Hurricanes. I believe he had about 2 or 3 games in a row how he came off the bench and scored, and he just kept on doing that. But now it is going to be 5 back. Brett Cameron has to clear it from 5 metres out from his line, finding touch, and now it will be a Counties Manukau line out about 35 out from the line. Is that ghost again? Or it's that ghost again, says Katie Dixon. Did sound a little bit like it, although my mum did come in and say that it was possibly her making a bit of noise with, I think it was the freezer, if I'm not wrong. But now it is going to be, once again, in the hands of Royal, throwing this one in, almost stolen in the lineup. And now it's going to be Ledger looking for the offload back, and it gives it into the hands of Tanielu Talia. And he is looking dangerous straight away. Almost stolen there. It is going to be a penalty to Manawatu. in the end. And tell you what, Samuel Slade is another player who I might actually say has a decent chance. Who's your try scorer for the All Blacks tomorrow night? Are we saying the first try scorer of the match or just in general? Because I feel like I think the All Blacks are going to be able to score quite a few tries, but then at the same time, it could be a close game between the two sides. So I'm a little bit on the fence in that regard. But I think, Will Jordan not being there means that he won't be able to score. Of course, he's scored a lot of tries for the All Blacks. But I think Ardie Savea off the back of the scrum, passing it to Smith and then giving it out into the hands of Ioane off a long ball could be a possibility for the All Blacks. This is my first time watching either of these teams play. I recognise some players, says Katie. Are you watching the game or just listening, Katie? Do let me know, because I would love to think that this is available to watch in America, hopefully, because of the fact that, it's all about growing the game of rugby here in New Zealand. So the more people who can watch it, the better, although I have a bad feeling that maybe it is only actually available here in New Zealand, depending on how it goes. But that's going to be a good line out still once again from Manawatu. Now Ray Nuia gives it to Braden Iosi, drawing past here. It's going to be a loose ball, though. And that is going to be claimed there by Halliday. And now they have got another opportunity here for Counties Manukau inside of the half of Manawatu. Roigard fires it back now. It was a almost bad ball. Well, Samuel Slade almost set up with the hospital pass, but he has just broken the tackle. That's almost going to be a knock-on, I believe it was, from Jared Page. He tried to kick the ball forward, but he actually missed the ball, if I'm not wrong. So now they are going back for a forward pass, though, originally. So a little bit lucky there. But at this stage, we are sitting at 7:28 p.m. in New Zealand. I'm not sure. George hasn't sent me a message yet, so I assume he isn't too far away, if I'm not wrong. But they are showing Ni'i Munaskara, who is helping out with the water for it is Manawatu. Of course, he has had a very busy career, Ni'i Munaskara. A lot of injuries throughout that time, though, but I believe at this stage, is he in the squad for Manawatu? I don't think he is. That was a brilliant line-out steal there, once again, by Manawatu. There's been quite a few of those so far in the match for both sides, but now it's going to be a scrum. And it is going to be, once again, Kepu getting another opportunity at scrum time. He has got a huge amount of caps for the Wallabies. Now he has tested himself in the New Zealand competition, which has some of the hardest opposition and hardest physical fullbacks in the world from these games that we are going to get to see. Normally, I would expect a lot more tries in the first 20 minutes of a game, but this one seems like it is going to be one of those ones that maybe as soon as one try scored, it's going to completely open up, and now it's going to be Roigard putting this ball into the scrum. And off the back now, it's going to be Latu now. Gets it back to Roigard. Oh, but Ledger inside ball there. And it was very nicely done into the hands of Halliday. Going to be the penalty to Manawatu, though. Whoever got over that ball was very fast. I think it may have been Liam Mitchell, but the penalty was up against Jared Halliday. He is on debut and already nailed a kick from 30 metres out. Might have even been Brett Cameron who was able to get involved in that one, but now he's going to be kicking this one for touch for Manawatu. And there are a few people scattered around at Palmerston North. I believe it is being played at Central Energy Trust Stadium, if I'm not wrong. And I'm just listening, but sometimes Southern Hemisphere games run late at night, but it's a roll of the dice as to which ones. Hopefully they show the game between Auckland and Canterbury. That is going to be taking place it will be Sunday 4:30, I believe, is when that one is kicking off, because that's going to be a very good game, and there are a lot of good players throughout both sides. That's a nice backline here for Manawatu, and now it's going to be Braden Iosi driving forward, just running over the top of Roigard. And at the stage, 15 minutes out here, Manawatu once again going to be on attack. It's Liam Mitchell, offloads it back now. Cameron gets it into the hands of, I believe it was Tui Loma. It would have been Tui Manga. Now it's going to be going back into the hands of, it is Torrance Reid. And at this stage now, Manawatu just trying to build once again. It's going to be, it's a good hit there from the number 13 for Counties Manukau, and it is going to be a penalty because of it. So they haven't quite been able to get that one right there, Manawatu. But each time they get into the 22, they're looking dangerous. They just haven't quite been able to get over that try line yet. We have got tomorrow racing at Ruakaka, and also day one of Carnival at Riccarton Park in Christchurch. My best bet is R2-1 Ruakaka. Race 5 is Acutus. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And I haven't been following whether or not those tips have been paying out, but I assume they would be, because you have been able to predict quite a few of the ones that you have been talking about in the past as well. But at this stage, it is going to be an interesting one to see who is going to be able to get the first try of this match. And yeah, we will have to wait and see whether or not there will be one in this first half. At this stage, 24 minutes in already, that one's going to be claimed, but that's not straight from Counties Manukau. And now Manawatu once again going to have possibly the scrum feed they may go for here, but just not quite right from Joe Royal there. And because it does give away the position, and that's one thing you can't afford to be doing. He's just asking the question about whether or not that one was straight or not, but it definitely was not. So now it is going to be a scrum feed from Manawatu. Still in the first half of this match, 5 line-outs won for Manawatu and 1 line-out stolen so far. 1 not straight for Counties Manukau as well. So the advantage at line-out time has been going for Manawatu in this one. But looking through the starting lineup, the likes of Samuel Slade, Alamanda Matanga, and also Nili Latu for Counties Manukau, they have got a good forward pack. And same with, it will be Manawatu with the likes of Brandon Iosi, available Turbo's try as well. Says a league zone. So maybe it could be the case. I feel like maybe you're ahead of me. So maybe you have already been able to see it. But at this stage now, it is going to be a scrum reset once again. And the referee's wondering what's going on. He didn't even blow the whistle. Everyone just kind of stood up and had a mutual agreement that they would restart with another scrum. But from the halfway line now, Manawatu going to have the position and possibly going to be able to set themselves up with a Manawatu try for the first try of the Bunnings NPC Championship Division. Each of these sides going to be playing each other once, and also 4 teams from the upper division, but now it's going to be going back. It's a backline movement, and it's going to be through the middle here. The number 13 linking up on the outside if he finds him, he does, and it's going to be in the hands of, I believe it was Drew Wild, the man who was able to get the 50-22 earlier on in the match for its side, has now scored the try for Manawatu, and that now gives them the lead. So you were ahead. I have just worked out, but nonetheless, great try there for Drew Wild to open up the scoring in terms of the tries for Manawatu in this competition. Just off the back of the scrum, dangerous run here. And then from there, it was Maraku straight through the middle. Chose a perfect time to pass it out, and then Drew Wild, too much pace, able to score the try. And yeah, Manawatu now going to have a nice lead in this matchup. Currently 8 points with a kick to come as well. The home issue headphone cords have been self-aware. They are now, and they are reaching out as well. Yeah, at this stage, it's not the best. I do actually have another headset that I am looking at using for a live stream, but I'm not too sure how the audio sounds in terms of that. But it is actually one with a microphone. So I might consider using that for one of the live streams tomorrow and see how it sounds compared to this microphone. As for some reason, my streaming software does not like this microphone. Kind of tries to adjust it. So I'm hoping that maybe by using the other headset, it may fix it. But I'm not too sure how it would sound with only one, or kind of if I had a guest like I was supposed to at this stage. It's just me and Kieran. Hey, Kieran, we're just at the back. We're chilling. We're watching the game. Brett Cameron 2 from 2 at the moment. I've got Ian Foster on a stick down here as well. He is one of my friends, I guess. But now at this stage, good kick from Brett Cameron. Got the distance, got the accuracy as well, and that one has gone over. So now the score is going to be 13 to Manawatu and 3 for Counties Manukau. At the same, we have also got League Zone has said it. How do you think Harbour will go this year? They've got a solid side. North Harbour, I saw some of the names. I am actually going to have a look at their team sheet as well while I'm at it, while we are waiting for the kickoff to get back underway. But they have actually got some very good players at their arsenal, so hopefully they do go well. So I feel like it's a tricky one. There are some very good sides in both divisions, but I think they could finish. I think they'll be in the playoff games as a prediction. I feel like, is that a good prediction? I'm not too sure. Who do you support? If it is North Harbour, whereabouts do you think they will finish? Do let me know. But now it is going to be Alden Ledger on the halfway line, looking like they're trying to strike straight back here. Counties Manukau with the ball 40 metres out. Roy Guard gives it back now in the hands of, I believe, was it Matanga who got that carry there? Samuel Slade running the dummy there, kicking behind here. Has gone into touch, but it is not a 50-22 as he was not in his own half. So it's just going to be the line out here for Manawatu. And I believe that kick was taken by Lulala, if I'm not wrong. And we also got Missile Strike or Missile Stakes at Randwick. I like Fosika Colding chat. Both very hard to beat tomorrow, and Flemington and Melbourne. The astrologist each way tip for me as well, says Jeffrey Volker. And also we have got there the Fozzie fan as well. Yeah, at this stage, I guess, because it's one of those ones I laminated the first one. But unfortunately, because it's laminated, it was too shiny for my light. So I had to put a paper one on top. So there's actually 2 of them in the same kind of situation. That one was a bit of a loose ball there. And because of that now, it means that Counties Manukau are going to have the ball only 15 metres out from the try line of Manawatu. This could be a dangerous opportunity here for them to be able to strike back with a try. But it was just dropped cold there by Maraku. And tell you what, he had a good run when it did set up the try for Drew Wild. But unfortunately for him, just not quite able to hang on to that one. And it puts all of the pressure now on Manawatu here. 59% of the possession so far in this matchup as well. Territory has gone to Counties Manukau with 63%. I believe they'll finish second in the championship division, and Otago will be first, says League Zone. So that is a pretty good prediction. And of course, Hawke's Bay got promoted. Did someone get demoted? Who was the side that got demoted? Was it actually? No, it wasn't North Harbour, was it? I feel like I know that Hawke's Bay got promoted, but I can't think of the side that did get taken back down. But do let me know if you guys do know who that was. What's the Wellington Lions squad like tomorrow? They have got some strong players. The likes of Asafa, Moa, Duplessis, Karefi, also Piranado playing halfback, Wes Susan at fullback. I think Julian Savi is out on the wing as well. I think they are going to be very hard to beat up against Northland. Cam Roygard selling the dummy there, and now they're only going to be 10 metres out of the lock. Running it forward for Counties Manukau. It's going to be now in the hands. Also, it was Sokepi Kepu. That is a name that I'm not used to saying purely because of the fact that he is retired from playing for the Wallabies, but he is here now for this game up against Counties Manukau, or for Counties Manukau, I should say, but that is going to be a penalty here for Counties Manukau. They might go for the scrum. North Harbour was the team that got demoted. So, yeah, I feel like they will be definitely close to being able to get pushed back up. But Otago first would be pretty awesome to see them in the Premiership as well. That's the thing. You've got Auckland versus Canterbury as one of the games that we're going to get to see on Sunday. And luckily, it's the later game. So we'll be doing the British and Irish Lions live stream in the middle of the night. 4 a.m. New Zealand time, that one starts. And then from there, we will be going to sleep, waking up, and then doing the next game that is going to be taking place, which is that game between, it will be Canterbury and also Auckland. But now it's going to be in the hands of, it will be, once again, Jared Halliday, who will have the opportunity to kick this one straight over for the penalty, and straight down the middle it goes. So now it is going to be 6 points to Counties Manukau and 13 to Manawatu. Might have sent George a message soon. Starting to get a little bit worried. Maybe he had tea a little bit later than he thought he was going to possibly be having it. There we go. Have messaged him. We are good to go now. It is going to be kicked off here by Manawatu. Once again, taken very nicely by Talia, and straight into the hands of Latu, driving forward. Straight at Ray Nuia, but he has been dragged down there. And they are still inside of their 22, and it's going to be Manawatu who get the penalty for not releasing. So now they've got the opportunity to possibly just take the 3 points back. Unless they go for the corner, of course, 4 tries or more gets you the bonus point. They are going to be kicking for the 3, though. Player tries to Victor. In this one, it was Drew Wild who was able to get the first try of the match. For someone who I think could be able to get the second, though, I think Brayden Iosi from Manawatu is looking dangerous. And also, I want to say maybe Latu might have a decent chance. He's on debut, and he is looking very dangerous so far throughout this match for Counties Manukau. But yeah, so far, Drew Wild, the fullback for Manawatu, was the first try scorer of the Bunnings NPC competition. And the first one for Manawatu. Now it's going to be Brett Cameron once again, taking on the kick. 3 from 3 so far. Brett Cameron is a great signing for the Turbos. He was at Canterbury, wasn't he, last year? Maybe, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, he's a very talented player. And I feel like for Canterbury, if he was there, he wasn't going to be getting the opportunities that he can for this one. Brett Cameron, very talented. And it's going to be great to see what he can do in that green jersey. That's the thing. A lot of players have been signing new contracts with different sides. We see Brad Weber. I believe he is actually playing for Hawke's Bay. Was he playing for Hawke's Bay last year? I think it was actually at Tasman, because he does the shark fin. If I'm not wrong, or is that Finley Christie? That might be Finley Christie. I'm messing up my halfbacks big time here at the moment. But at this stage now, it is going to be 16 to Manawatu and 6 to Counties Manukau. But I believe Finley Christie wasn't actually available for Tasman to play in this match. If I'm not wrong. Tell you what, I might have my facts all wrong for this one so far. Liam Mitchell there, going to be taking it. I feel like I've tried to learn that many new players over the last kind of week that my brain has scrambled. But I think by about week 3, I will be able to name a lot of these guys and know a bit about them. But now it's going to be another carry for Manawatu. Kicking it high here. It is going to be Logan Henry. Throwing it very high, taken nicely there into the hands of, it will be Lulala. And the number 15 jersey for Counties Manukau. Roygard now passing it across field. So into the, well, that's big contact. About 40 metres out from their own line here. Counties Manukau, Roygard going short side now, going to be in the hands now of Ezekiel Lindenmouth. You know, one of his first carries of this one, and now it's going to be kicked high off the left boot of Roygard, taken nicely there by Brett Cameron, passing it across field. It's going to be in the hands of Drew Wild, going for the 50-22 by the looks of it, but not going to quite make it there. And now it is going to be in the hands of the number 13, passing it across field now, and it's going to be once again Lulala driving for 40 metres out now for Counties Manukau. Going to be passing it across now to Latu. He's looked dangerous. throughout the early stages of this match. The ball has come free, but it's gone backwards. Roygaard gives it to Ledger now. Nice hands. And at the end by Lindenmouth once again. Going short side, Roygaard passes it across into the hands of, I believe it was Martin. And that's straight on the ball. Oh, it's going to be a penalty advantage there for Counties Manukau because of the player not rolling away. And in that situation, Ledger taking a hard ball to tag. And now it's going back too far. And it is going to be going back for the penalty. Brett Cameron, I read that one. And at this stage now, there's going to be another opportunity, maybe for the long boot. We have got... what time does it finish? 8:30. So George is not coming by the sounds of it, if I'm not wrong. Here we go. He said he's still doing something in a tractor. Is the theory there? Oh, tell you what, if he's still doing something in the tractor, I might be able to test out my new headset for this one. Or it's not actually a new headset. I've had it for a very long time, but it might be able to work. So he is going to be lining up this long kick. I'm going to quickly see whether or not I can transfer it so that it is going to be coming through this one. I need to make sure that this is still hearing as well. Oh, it's stuck under the chair at this stage. One moment. We will lean back. Hopefully I don't break the chair. We need that one down there. It's not going to happen, is it? Yeah, there we go. Right. So while we are waiting for this kick to take place, I am going to be trying to swap headsets on the go, but it is going to be once again Jared Halliday who will be lining this one up. I'm going to go to the headset. I can't hear anything at the moment, but hopefully I will be able to fix that very soon. We go to this one. Not this one. Okay, that one has gone over. In that situation, they're very nicely done. I cannot hear anything at the moment. Good kick as well. Says league zone. It was indeed. So we'll update the scoreboard. So now Counties Manukau are going to have to make up 13 points if they do want to win this one. So it's 19 points to 6 at this stage. I think I'm almost going to have to get back under my computer to be able to plug this one in. We will quickly go into the settings and see if I can find the right connection. I might build it at halftime because of the fact that we have still got only around 5 minutes left. So what I am going to do is I am going to switch this one off. And we are going to be going back to this one here. And that's going to be a loose ball here for Counties Manukau. And he is breaking the line now. Got plenty of toe as well. Oh, just running over the top almost to Drew Wild. Very brave tackle made by the Manawatu, number 15. And because of it now, they are going to have this ball. It's going to be Logan Henry driving forward for Manawatu, 40 metres out now from the Counties Manukau line. And it is going to be a counter-attack here for Manawatu going sideways at this stage. But he is going to be driving now, the big man, Tai Tuimanga. And he has been dragged down there. At this stage now, going to be passing it across field. Henry now gives it to Brayden Iosi. Almost caught a little bit high from Latu there. But it does continue just for now. At this stage now, popping out the back. It's going to be Cameron passing it across field. This is a dangerous-looking backline here. It's going to be in the hands now of Filimoni. Out on the wing. Fifth face here for Counties, or sorry, for Manawatu. Now it's going to be Liam Mitchell. Flat ball there into the hands of Harrison Allen. He's been driven backwards, knock on as well. And now Counties Manukau going to be stealing it. Cam Roygaard just kicking it downfield. Is it going to be a 50-22? No, not going to quite curl enough. So now it is going to be in the in-goal area. Oh, almost stolen there, but Drew Mitchell. Well, sorry, not Drew Mitchell, Drew Wild. I think he ended up putting that down, did he? He's saying I didn't put the ball down. So he's not too happy. So now it's going to be a goal line dropout. Interesting situation there. I think he was trying to say that he didn't actually put the ball down there, Drew Wild. So hence he didn't want it to be going to a goal line dropout. But now it's going to be another opportunity for Counties Manukau. 2 minutes left in this match. At this stage, actually, it is 16 points to 9. I think they actually did the wrong scoreboard on the TV, which well and truly stumped me. But 16 points to 9. Counties Manukau only going to be 7 points behind. And this one now is going to be taken nicely by Lulala, and the number 15 jersey passing it across now to Latu, once again driving straight. But he is going to be dragged down in the end. It's going to be a penalty to Manawatu as well for the player leaving feet. And Liam Mitchell, thinking about taking that quick tap, decides against it in the end. But yeah, hopefully I will be able to switch it at halftime so that it does work, so you guys can hear the new headset or the old/new headset to see whether or not it will actually end up playing properly. May the tractor behave so George can be free as well, says Katie Dixon. I guess maybe it wasn't behaving because he did say originally he was going to be having tea at maybe around 6 or so, but I think he may have been held up in the tractor for that one. But yes, but okay as well. But now on the halfway line, Ray Nuia is going to be throwing this one in for Manawatu. Only a minute left in this first half. Almost stolen there, but Liam Mitchell claiming it nicely. Now it's going to be back to Cameron IOC. Going to be on the halfway line, dragged down by Ledger, but now it's going to be dropped. But now all of a sudden the gap's opened up, and Liam Mitchell's got a bit of dough. He's still going on the outside. Gives it to Brett. Cameron cuts back on the inside, and that's going to be the try for Manawatu. And what a try it is to end the first half. That was brilliant from not just Brett Cameron, but Liam Mitchell, I believe it was, who created that line break. Just absolutely booked it forward for a lock. He was moving quick. Actually, it might have been Seamus Hurley Langdon who was able to pick it up, was it? I can't quite see the number. Yes, it is. It was actually Hurley Langdon who was able to pick it up, and then from there passes it off to Cameron. He actually ended up tripping there, Roy Gard, on his own player, and because of it, it did lead to the try. Let's go for Cameron as well, says League Zone. You did say he was a good signing to have, and it's one of those ones that maybe he will be one of those leading point scorers throughout the whole season, because of the fact I will try my best to keep you guys updated in terms of who is the leading point scorer for each side, or in terms of each division, I guess I could say. But also, yeah, at this stage, the ball ended up getting dropped by Braden Iosi, which originally looked like it was going to be a problem, but then from there, just opened up the opportunity for the open side flanker offload to Cameron there. And then from there, just cutting up the inside, able to score the try, almost fallen off his feet, but then from there, putting the ball down, scoring the try. And now it is going to be halftime, and it will be a total of 23 to Manawatu and 9 to Counties Manukau. So what we will do now is we will go like this, and I am going to try and see whether or not I can get the second headset sorted out. So we will put that one back down there, hopefully, maybe, and then we will go like this. So I can't hear anything at the moment, but do let me know who you think is going to be the first try scorer of the second half. I am very curious indeed. Right, with this one, we click on that, nothing. We click on that, nothing as well, unfortunately. Seems like it doesn't want to actually let me test my microphone. It seems to think that the microphone side of it is working, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is. The microphone is working, but I haven't actually got it plugged in because I can't hear anything at the moment. That is annoying. But at this stage, I will see whether or not, if I go like this, move it over here. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this makeshift live stream. The rest of the live streams, I can guarantee, are going to be running a lot smoother than this one. And that is also a reason that I decided to have it on the second channel, is just because of the fact that we were hoping to be able to, hoping to be able to get it all sorted. But the master volume, it seems to think that I can hear it, but I cannot. There is nothing going through the headset at the moment. Nothing at all. So we will have to wait and see whether or not we can get sound in this for the second half, or else I might have to get under my desk, which would be unfortunate for me, but I think that might actually have to be the case. Now you look like a real sports commentator, Hamish, as well, says Katie Dixon. It does look a lot more professional than the other one, because normally we just got the microphone. Oh, I've got noise. I just had to unplug this thing. So now we have got noise in the headset, and now I will try and switch it so that you guys can hear it. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad through this one, but we will have to wait and see. Right, we will go like this, and we will go like this, and we will select, I think it's all. What microphone is it? Is it this one? Is it this one? I'm hoping it's this one. Can you guys hear? Can you guys? I think it is this one. Maybe. Can you guys hear it through this one? We will have to wait and see. I will wait for your feedback, but hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Overall, I think it will be a different kind of noise rather than the normal kind of roomy sound. Hopefully it sounds a little bit more, boom, kind of in the right position. But yeah, hopefully it is coming across all right so far. 2 tries in the first half so far. 1 for Liam Mitchell. And, sorry, that's not even a name on the field. Oh, yeah, it is. It's number 5. But the 2 tries were scored by Brett Cameron and also Drew Wild. Both for Manawatu. I can hear you as well, says Katie Dixon. I assume that it is this one, which means I can actually swing this one round, perhaps. Yeah, nah. Although that looks like maybe, if it looks like that, maybe I should be using that one, but we are going to move it a little bit. There we go. Now I can kind of hear as well. This, I don't know whether it's the headset, but it looks like my head is extremely square at the moment. But we're just looking at the first try of this match. It was off the scrum. Nice set piece. And then from there, it was Manukau, who then passed it on the outside to Drew Wild to get the first try of the Bunnings NPC. Very nice try for him there. And then it wasn't the only try that they were able to score in that first half. Manawatu also able to get that try in the end with a great run from Seamus Hurley-Langton, who was then able to link up with Brett Cameron, the new signing for Manawatu, and he was indeed able to score it. And it was very nicely done. It was actually off a drop ball for Braden Iosi, which it looked like it was going to be a loose one, but then it was just a great run from the number 7 as well. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Do let me know, Katie, which one sounds better in terms of this microphone or this one. I assume it would be actually that one, but hopefully this one doesn't sound absolutely terrible, just because of the fact this one has a little thingamabob. And I can kind of adjust how loud the game is through my ears. And also I can mute myself on the go, like boom. And then all of a sudden it will be, it will end up being quiet for that one. We have got, you could be a race caller for the Melbourne Cup, my man, as well, says Jeffrey Fockwood. I mean, the headset, it does look a lot more professional compared to me kind of sitting here with, I mean, this one's still a very good one. It has lasted me a long time, this Sony one. But yeah, at this stage, maybe this could be the way to do it. I'm not sure about the noise cancelling or anything like that, whether or not it is better in that regard. But possession at this stage, Manawatu, 54% of the possession in that first half. And it was the territory going to Counties Manukau with 56 as well. Tackles, 44 made by Manawatu with the 6 missed tackles. 10 missed tackles, though, for Counties Manukau. And it is costing them big time. 8 penalties conceded as well. Not what you want in the opening game of the Bunnings NPC. But, of course, we're going to have some rust for these sides. They haven't played in a little while. A lot of the players haven't actually ended up in the situation of playing since the games up against the likes of the Super Rugby sides. We have what's got the one that you're using now sounds fine, and it just feels like we're gaming as well. Yeah, it does look a little bit more like a gaming one, to be fair, although it doesn't look like the ears. I don't know why the ears pop out so much. I don't know whether that is something that they decided, but it's kind of like it's got a lot of room in between my head and this part. Like I got like big sections there, which it does, it looks interesting, but hopefully I might actually end up looking at this live stream back and listening to both halves or not the whole half, but like just the parts of it to see whether or not there was actually a huge difference, because this could be the way that I do it for the live streams tomorrow, if it does sound all right, just because of the fact that I do have that option of turning the game up and down, and hopefully it doesn't end up coming through. Because I feel like if I've got this turned up, does that mean that you guys, right, this could get me copyright striked, but I'm going to stop talking for a moment, and I would like to know in the next 5 seconds, can you guys hear what is going on this? If you guys could, what ad was that? Because it was actually an ad, so that might save me from the copyright. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't come through the headset, or else then that could get me into some big trouble. So luckily we're on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel, but at this stage, we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway of the Bunnings NPC, the first match that we have seen. Thanks, Doc, as well. And the chat from Jeffrey Fockwood. I believe that would be an emoji, though. But for some reason, it comes as thanks, Doc, through my live streaming software. So it just comes up with that. No, can't hear that as well, says Katie. So not even any sound was sneaking through, because that is good, because that means I can actually have the headset quite loud, although I will end up yelling probably throughout it. Yeah, it was a McDonald's ad, so now I want McDonald's at the stage. Are you going to wear a suit and tie tomorrow night for the All Blacks game? Says Jeffrey. I mean, I could. Do you guys want to see that? I feel like it's one of those ones. I always have it for the final, but I didn't have it for the final of the competition. What competition was it that I didn't have it for the final? I think it was the World Cup ones? The World Cup qualifiers. Normally for a final game, I wear it, but I didn't wear it for one of the final ones that was recently. Showing Jamie Booth there. He must not be too far away from injury, if I'm not wrong, or too far from coming back from injury. But yeah, I could maybe, if you guys absolutely, says Jeffrey, do you think I will get roasted by the Australian fans, though? I feel like even the Kiwi fans might give me a hard time, but I mean, I could have Kieran in the background with the All Blacks kit on. And it will also depend if I have any guests, perhaps. If I have any guests, I might end up just wearing casual. George is actually heading in now, which means I will actually have to swap back from this headset, because of the fact that, will be that situation of he won't be able to hear the game. So what I am going to do, I can't do that. That is a shame. Right, we are going to be switching back to the other microphone as soon as George arrives. So hopefully that will kind of go smoothly, and we'll be able to hear the difference in the microphone quality as well. But yeah, that one should work better, but this one I feel like is a little bit more handy, or less handy, I guess you could say as well. But yeah, at this stage, they're making their way back out onto the field. 8 turnovers, or sorry, 8 penalties conceded as well. I'll be there with you, my man, as well, says Jeffrey. And yeah, I feel like it's you guys who are the regulars who do make these this much better. I mean, like a lot of you guys, I'm not sure whether you guys were already subscribed to this Kiwi Lad Sport channel, but I feel like it's one of those ones that's always you guys who are the regulars are just tuning in for all of these ones. Like no matter what channel it's on, like the gaming channel as well, you guys have been checking out as well. We did a game, or we actually played a bit of rugby challenge on there. And it was a very fun indeed. We haven't got, yeah, thank you, Tractor, for behaving as well, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, so he should be here about 10 minutes into the second half, I believe. But at this stage, 23 to Manawatu and 9 to Counties Manukau. If they want any chance of winning this one, Counties, they need to make sure that they get the first try of the second half. But yeah, it's going to be tough for them, that is for sure. But I will mention anyone who is tuning in now, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. This is not the main channel that we normally live stream on. We are on a different channel called the Kiwi Lads, and that will be the one that we continue doing the Bunnings NPC on from now on. We were just doing it on this one to make sure that copyright was not going to be a factor, but now it's going to be Brett Cameron kicking off this one for Manawatu to get us underway for the second half of this game between Counties Manukau and also Manawatu here is going to be taken down on the 22 by Counties. And by the looks of it, Jonathan Tamatena already out on the field. And I mentioned that they have got some very good players off the bench, Counties Manukau, and this is the time to unleash them. The likes of it will be Hoskins Satutu, Jonathan Tamatena, also Viliami Taulani. They have got a lot of talented players off that bench. And like I mentioned, perfect time to use them. But now on the halfway line, it is going to be Manawatu. And also it is Hoskins Satutu who's out on the field at the moment. And he no longer has the blonde hair. When did he get rid of the blonde hair? I feel like that must have been a little bit of a recent thing. But Hoskins Satutu now, what can he do in the second half at the moment? Not a lot, because it is going to be in the hands of Tai Tuimanga. And he is going to drive forward at the line here. Going to be going back once again for Isaac Henry. And there's been some huge contact between these two sides. I think that's almost going to be a penalty. Yes, it is to Manawatu. It was the player who wasn't quite able to roll away first before contesting for that ball. And we have it go in there. It hurts not being able to pop a Kieran in the chat for this one. It does indeed. I feel bad because I know that you guys who do have the emojis would have absolutely loved to be using them, but I can guarantee you that the ones from now on, they are going to be on the main channel, because of the fact that now that we know that these live streams don't get taken down due to just automatic copyright strikes, it does mean that we've got a huge amount of opportunity, and we're going to be doing a lot of the games for the Bunnings NPC. They won't be as busy as those kind of Super Rugby games or anything like that, but I feel like it's a learning process that I'm looking forward to. It's been what I have been doing throughout the whole Super Rugby, also the international scene. It's all been about learning as much about rugby as I can, because I'm kind of playing catch up. Only started watching rugby probably only about a year and a half ago consistently. So it's one of those ones I got a lot of catching up to do. So that's why I'm going to be doing all of these live streams so that I can do so. But at this stage now, Brett Cameron going to be taking on a kick 55 meters out. This man has got a long boot on him. Can he nail this one for Manawatu? Tell you what, it looks like it's going to be pulling up just short. Yes, it is. It was accurate enough, but he just didn't quite get it far enough. Are you going to be doing the Melbourne Cup preview in November, my man? If I do so, I feel like I will need your help for it, Jeffrey, because you seem to know a huge amount about the horse racing, whereas for me, I hardly know anything, to be fair. But now it's going to be Ledger just outside of the 22, kicking this one back downfield. Long boot off the left, but it's going to be claimed by Cameron. A little bit of a juggle, but able to retain possession going back. Oh, he's just smacked it into the face of one of the Counties Manukau players. It's going to be play on. I think he just smacked it straight at the lock. That's going out on the full from Manawatu, though. Big mistake from Drew Wild. And now it does mean that Counties Manukau are going to have the possession about 25 out from the Manawatu line. We have what's got in there. Yeah, I went on the sub spree when I first subbed to the Kiwi Lads main channel, sub to all channels as well, says Katie, and also separation anxiety from my Kieran emojis. He's kind of in the background for this one, which is a little bit of a shame for Kieran, but he is the channel mascot well and truly. And it is pretty awesome. I just checked Ian Foster to the side if anyone's wondering what that noise was, but now it is going to be once again a throw for Joe Henry. Needs to make sure he gets this one straight. I feel like a comeback could be on here for Counties Manukau. I'm just getting that little bit of a feeling that the momentum could be shifting. Auburn Ledger now passing it back. They're going to be going to the short side into the hands now of Halliday. And he's dropped the ball and it's gone forward, I think. At this stage, it has been turned on. Jonathan Tamatena trying to get straight in there, not quite able to. Bruno is in the chat as well and has said, hi, welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. We have also got in there emoji in the works as well. Oh, a stallion emoji, says Sebastian. We are working on the George one at the moment. I just need to get a good photo of his face
of him being disappointed, which isn't too difficult to do at times, but that's going to be taken beautifully by Lolala, then wrestled to the ground by Tima Whainanuku. Oh, back across field now, Tamatine passing it to the forwards, and that is one thing that Counties Manukau maybe in the second half will have the advantage in terms of the names that they've got out there. So Tutu now passes it out into the hands of, it will be their number 12, which in this one it's Tanialu Talia, sorry. And now offloaded, and it's going to be a break for Henry. He's got Samuel Slade with him on the outside, goes to him as well. Trying to break the tackle with Brett Cameron, not quite able to. Tamatine going short side. It's going to be a run, and it's going to be Alamana Matanga, and he has been able to score it there for Counties Manukau. The comeback could be on here for this one. That is a great try for Alamana Matanga. I swear that's one of the first times I've seen him touch the ball in this match, and he has made an impact straight away with it. And now all of a sudden, Manawatu, they're going to be on the back foot, but this was just nicely done. Tamatine, short ball into the hands. Beautiful offload to Joe Royal. I think I called him Joe Henry, but it is Joe Royal there. Passed it to Samuel Slade. Good tackle from Brett Cameron on him, but then from there, Alamana Matanga, you don't want to get in front of that man because he is a danger when he does have ball in, and he was able to score it there, right there. The George Norton Press emoji will be marvellous. Certainly excited about that as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, it should be a very good one indeed. We've also got a Billy one. You guys might be able to know. You can't quite see him in the background there. He is kind of in between. He's about this height or about that height. I think George might be here actually as well, which is pretty awesome to see. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be doing plenty more Bunnings NPC on the main channel for the Kiwi lads. But at this stage, we are on the second channel because of the fact that we didn't want to end up with a copyright strike. G'day, mate. How are you? Yeah, you're going well. You wanna come up here? You just take my wallet. Welcome in. No. Right. No, he's not even playing for Auckland, fun fact. They've decided Solomon Kata is the man to come off the bench. Whereabouts is your white headset, by the way? You got it? Okay. Right, I will give you that. I have actually got, you like the headset? You like the little, yeah, makes me look like a bit fancy. But yeah, we will take that one off, and we will go turn this one around. Oh yeah, they won't be able to hear us very well. One moment, everyone. Difficulties. We will go like this. We'll go like that. Audio, we will go here, and we will go to this one. And now they should be able to hear us all right. We cannot hear the game at the moment.
The kid's got a bucket on his head.
You get him free if you've got a bucket. Fun fact.
Really?
It's going to be Brett Cameron taking on the shot here for Manawatu. We've just seen a comeback try from Counties Manukau, but now they're trying to extend that lead just a little bit more.
There's a whole gang of people with buckets on their heads.
Right, can you hear it?
Bucket head gang. Yeah.
You good? So, okay. Right, we are good to go. We've got nice sound, and it is going to be once again Brett Cameron trying to extend it, and he does indeed. So every time Counties Manukau have gotten that little bit closer, they end up extending that lead back to 10 points there. Manawatu 26-16 to Counties Manukau. Try for Counties Manukau, scored by Alamana Matanga.
Don't know who that is.
Okay. The tries for Manawatu, scored by Brett Cameron.
Nah.
Really? Crusaders Canterbury boy?
Nah, I don't know
No?
who it is.
Okay, and then also Drew Wild in the number 15 jersey.
He's pretty calm, isn't he?
Yeah, at this stage, we also got in there. Can't wait to see Billy and George emojis. Yeah, we're going to get an emoji of you being not impressed, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a fun one indeed. Brett Cameron there kicking it downfield, and we've already seen the 50-22 incorporated in this game a couple of times.
Is that what we did in our games, the rugby challenge?
No, not quite. We're just not very good at rugby challenge, are we?
No.
We get in there. Always rush defence here from Manawatu, trying to line it up, but not quite able to. And instead now it is going to be the number 14, Jared Page. One of the first touches he has had of this match. We have got Hey George. Hey George, hope you're well, from Katie as well.
Is Katie?
Scrum lass.
That is scrum lass.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing well, Katie. doing well.
We are actually on the second channel for this one because of the fact we didn't want a copyright strike, and we wanted to wait and see whether or not it would end up working. So we are going to be back on the main channel from them for now on. Yeah. From now on, I should say. It's going to be possibly out on the full, was it? Yes, it was. So now Manawatu once again, but Brett Cameron scoring the try. Like I mentioned, he is kind of that secondary option over or under Richie Moonga, which is probably why you haven't seen him too much. But he is a decent player, and he has been signed for the Manawatu Turbos, already making an impact early on. Rainuia with that throw, know him? Oh, that's been knocked down.
Yeah, I know him.
Because I know that you will know that man in the number 3 jersey. for Counties Manukau.
Yeah, what's he up to? Is he not playing for the Wallabies anymore?
Nah, I think he's retired from international rugby.
What a weird dude.
But I mean, it's one of
Going
those
to
ones.
France.
No, this competition's where it's at. I mean, we've got a lot of talent.
Financially, it's not.
Yeah, but you know, it's a great
Look at
competition.
his bank account. Go financially, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? Charles Piatel's over there. He plays. I think
Yeah.
it's 11 million a year.
I was going to say he probably gets paid about the whole wage of these two sides, but at this stage it is going to be Togia Tama making his way onto the field now, replacing Joe Royal, who helped set up that try, and we haven't got there. None of the try scorers are worth the George's knowledge back as well.
No,
Says the passion, and also we have got there. Hey George, how are you doing tonight from Jeffrey?
good. You good?
You good? Enjoy your tractor ride that you had.
Yeah,
get it all done.
New tractor in the yard.
Ooh,
So it's all exciting. It's going
Is
to
it?
be my tractor.
is it? Should we try and get your sponsorship for a tractor? What's
Well-
your favorite tractor?
No, I don't really know.
You good?
Yeah.
We need to get sponsored by Pizza Hut, just on a different note,
Why is that?
so that we can eat pizza.
What about KFC? Think
Yeah.
about it. Think about it.
That's true.
What about the rainbow?
The rainbow down the road. We also got Hey from More Cake. Welcome into the live stream, mate.
I like
No,
you.
more cake. Have you guys watched Rick and Morty?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. I've only seen like one episode, and I
I
feel
don't-
like that's
yeah.
something maybe I need to
More
get
of
into a
Family
little bit
Guy
more.
fan, but
You do like your Family Guy, Simpsons as well.
no,
I
I
heard-
don't really like Simpsons.
I heard that the Simpsons is on not Family Plus, Disney Plus.
That man's face just hit the ground so hard.
I'd hate to be a front
Look
rower
at
at a
him.
scrum. Like you
Oh,
literally,
yeah.
it's like when you go down on the front row and the other team just keep on
Oh.
pushing.
Yeah.
We have got new tractor for George. Cheers in the chat, y'all, as well. Says Katie, and also we have got has he got a tip this weekend? Says Free Fokker. Have you got any idea of who's going to be winning what game?
Manawatu going to win this.
You think?
Yeah.
Even though Counties Manukau, the bench that they've brought out, Hoskins Satutu, Viliami Taulani, Jonathan
Yeah.
Tamatine.
But no, they've left it too late to bring those guys on.
You think they've already brought them on?
Well, they're still losing.
That's true. That man there, danger. Know what I'm saying?
Who's that?
Hoskins Satutu.
Oh,
Doesn't have the blonde hair anymore.
no.
There he
That's
is.
British.
He kind of looks. Who does he look like?
He looks British.
He looks like someone. He might look like a UFC fighter.
Been playing a
But
bit
someone-
of UFC lately.
Oh, yeah? On console? UFC
Yeah.
3 or 4?
Free. I don't know. No, yeah.
I don't own 4 either.
I don't know if 4 is on there. I don't know.
And we have also got, I'm the skinniest kid on the team, and I had to start at prop. As this is more cake. That wouldn't have gone. Well, did it go well? How did that go? Oh, it's going to be another penalty to Manawatu, and that will mean more than likely they'll take on that 3 points
Yeah,
and extend that lead a little bit more
towards the win.
towards the win. Do you know the rules of this competition?
Rugby, generally, yes.
Generally, well, we've got the rules here as well. So each team plays the 6. Tell you what, I'll put it up for you lovely people in the chat as well, so you can see exactly what's happening. We have got each team plays the other 6 in their division, and then also 4 games versus teams in the other division. Now, that's one of those interesting ones because depending on what teams you get, could depend on where you finish
Yeah.
in your one. But of course, Hawke's Bay promoted last year, and then
So
also
there's a
it was.
promotion and a relegation.
Yep. So the team that was
Okay.
relegated, I believe, is North Harbour. Someone told us.
So where do they go? Do they just go down to like a?
They go down to it's an interesting one. Premiership's the top, championship's the lowest. So it is Hawke's Bay. They finish top, so they get promoted to the premiership. And North Harbour, who were in the championship, actually go down, or sorry, in the premiership go down to the championship. They actually, it was almost Canterbury who got themselves relegated
So how
in the
does
last
it?
year's one.
But what is the championship? Is this?
It's just the Bunnings NPC. It's just called championship and premiership. You either win the Bunnings NPC championship
So who's in this?
or the
competition?
premiership. We have got these teams, or actually, I haven't got the right one up, but that is pretty much who are in the, I believe those are all the sides in the championship. So that is Taranaki, not Hawke's Bay though, and also Wellington are not, so maybe not all of them, but there's kind of a split. I will show you afterwards, but at this stage, we will go quickly back to the game here. There is another advantage here, and it was actually kicked over. So now the score is going to be 29 to Manawatu and 16 to Counties Manukau. I said to everyone on the live stream that this one's probably going to be the rougher one of the streams that we do while we're sorting everything out in terms of technically. But after that, we're going to be a smooth running operation. Rennie Ranger, no, it's Auburn Ledger, but Rennie Ranger plays for Northland in this. there's a lot of good players scattered throughout these competitions,
Oh.
or throughout these teams. That's a big fin there. From, I believe it was Lala, the fullback, Tamatine, trying to milk the penalty there. But they weren't quite able to. And because of it, he took a little bit too long and almost lost that ball for his side. But now Tamatine, he played very well in the games for Manu Samoa. You watched a few of those ones.
No.
Yeah. You were with me
Yeah.
for those ones. And now it's going to be all in Ledger. Goes back to Lulala, driving forward with a good carry. And now Tamatine, they are still trying to drive forward. It's going to be a floaty ball, gives it into the hands of Kepu there. Getting another carry. Oh, it's looking good for short side, but round the side there, it's going to be Hoskins Tutu, I believe, who decided to take that ball on. Almost going to be a penalty. Yes, it is. And Manawatu able to get that one. We have also got there. It did go well, as well as there's more game. And also we have got Lowell. There will be blood as well, says Katie Dixon. Also has George got a tip at the races tomorrow at Ruakaka at Rickerton Park. And Christ, that is a good tip. Pick a horse that does run.
Yeah, to run.
Or what did you say?
My horse isn't running. It's not fair. It's not fair.
It's just walking.
It's just walking. It's just standing there.
Yeah.
Run.
But yeah, Hoskins Tutu there. Dragged down. And then from there, it was Hurley Langton who was able to win that one. Just getting one hand on the ball. And that was all he needed. And that is where the penalty came from as well. At this stage, how many of these Bunnings NPC live streams do you think you will be along for in the whole scheme of things?
More than one.
More than one. So you're coming back. That's good. Yeah. And Allen on the field now, and that's going to be replacing Adams. Adams is going to be replacing Adams.
Score a try. You won't.
Tell you what, they might here. Ray Nuia with
Who's
the line-out throw. The referee for this one's Barry. It might be Barry. I think his first name was Barry, but I'm not too sure. Now they are going to be going backwards a little bit. Ray Nuia, he loves a rolling maul. And Manawatu here, they're going to have to try and get this one going, or else they will be told to use it once again. They have been told to use it, but now it's starting to edge forward a little bit. Viliami Taulani trying to get through the middle of the man who has got the bleach blonde hair on top now. It's going to be a beautiful ball almost, but he has dropped that one there. Auburn Ledger passes it back to Jonathan Tamatina. Counter-attack here. Oh, it's drawing past. No, he wasn't quite able to find it, but he's broken the tackle. Offloading it out. Lulala under huge pressure from Cameron. And now it is going to be going back for the scrum. We have what's got, I still can't believe
there's a bit of trash talk between those two. Naughty.
There's going to be a bit of physicality in the last 20 of this one, by the looks of it, 25 as well. So there is still plenty of time, more subs being made. We have got, I still can't believe 3 Wallabies got themselves into drinking curfew trouble. Yeah. As also says Katie Dixon, that was the last thing they needed, wasn't it? Like Marika Corambetti, second chance in a way, because of the fact that now he was going to get that opportunity of being able to be in the Wallabies because his red card got kind of cancelled out. And then now he's not going to be in the Wallabies.
He celebrated with a few drinks.
Alongside Farmer Silly, who hasn't actually got a cap yet. So that's dangerous when you haven't got a cap yet.
Just like you.
You cheeky boy. You
idiot.
You mother idiot. But then also, the other one was Izzy Nizarani, and I think he would have been playing in this match. So that's one thing that they're going to have to get around. But Callaway out on that left wing side, it's going to be interesting to see how he goes. Yeah. Because of the fact I've been watching him for the Rebels throughout the season. He's been going all right. He's been putting in a shift, making a couple possibly match-saving tackles up against the Crusaders as well.
Oh, yeah?
Because of the fact that stopped them from getting into the final. That one is going to go down on the front row, and now it is going to be another scrum reset in this one. But yeah, so far, I think there's been 2 50-22s throughout this match. So that's one of the new rules, and we've also had a goal line dropout.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of those ones that all of a sudden the kicking game, we've also seen the ball get kicked out on the full, I think 2 or 3 times so far, but only one of those was attempted for the 50-22. So the kicking game is going to be important for both of these sides moving forward. That's my little rant.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Rugby.
Rugby, indeed.
Rugby.
So which game of the weekend are you looking forward to the most in terms of the Bunnings NPC games? Do you know?
I don't know anything.
Auckland Canterbury? On Sunday?
Because the 2 of us are sheep, but if he's not playing...
No, he's not playing. Shit. No. And also we have got value to Bay of Plenty to beat Tasman, says Jeffrey. That will be a big upset if they can do so, beating the defending champs. Beautiful ball there from Hoskins Tutu, but it's a little knock on. And now it's going to be another opportunity for Brett Cameron trying to break that tackle, but he is going to be dragged down by Halliday on the 22 now. Going to be passing it back across by Liam Mitchell. That's a big hit on him on the 22 line. Cool. Going short side once again. A little bit of a different play there for IOC trying to drive forward. He's going to get tackled backwards. And the crowd are loving that one. Even though it is a Manawatu crowd, they still love a big hit. Ray Nuia now going to be tackled by Kipu. And also it was Tuimanga, the man who was able to score the try Or actually, it was Alamana Matanga. Now it's going to be kicked to behind Drew Wild.
Run to the
Chasing
white
it through.
one.
Orban Ledger, awkward, bouncy one. He's inside of the 22.
Oh.
Carry back. So it's actually going to be a 5-meter scrum rather than a goal line dropout. Whereas if it was in the in goal, it would have been a goal line dropout with the new rule set. But that was a good kick. Oh, he got hard in that tackle. How many minutes to go? At this stage, we have got 20 left in this match. Our Aussie is that celebrating your red card restriction being gone by getting us holding breaking the curfew, as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, it's not ideal for him. That is for sure, because I believe it's just a 1-match suspension.
Yeah.
And I feel like they could have really used him, definitely at Eden Park. I mean, you're pretty much...
Have we spotted any Australian fans getting cocky yet, or what? It's usually around this time they start to talk a big game.
I've seen one or two. But overall...
what's that commentator's name? Kufu. Oh, it's an Australian commentator.
Kufu. Oh, yeah.
And he's...
Yeah. I can't think of his name, but pretty much, I think it's one of those ones. Eden Park, because the first two are at Eden Park, the All Blacks haven't lost at Eden Park in a long time. Yeah. So that means if the Wallabies do get the win, it makes it a little bit more impressive. On top of that, so I know people were saying that maybe it's a disadvantage to the Wallabies, but it just means if they can get a win against the All Blacks at Eden Park, not just once but twice, maybe, like that's just legendary to beat the All Blacks there twice. So it's one of those ones, it works against them in terms of that home field advantage, but it also means that they will be able to possibly make themselves into one of the best teams to be able to beat the All Blacks at that ground in the recent times, because no one's been able to do it. That's going to be now going back. It is an advantage, I believe, and they're thinking about taking the quick tap, but I think more than likely Manawatu might just look for the 3 points.
What do you reckon? Rennie gets the sack?
I need to get him on a stick.
Yeah, what do you reckon? If they lose badly, do you reckon he's going to get one by the end of the rugby championship? I don't think he should, but do you think he would?
It all depends, doesn't it? Because I think it depends on how the players out on the field go.
There's some talk about it during the French tests. Oh, Rennie's not good enough, and it's like, come on.
That looked like a lot of people leaving in the background. It is raining at the moment. Anyone with a bucket on their head, if they're thirsty, just flip it over and get yourself a drink. But it's one of those ones that doesn't look like very nice weather. So a lot of people moving out of the ground at Palmerston North at this stage. Legendary challenge as well, says Katie. And also we have got Tubro, says David. And also we have got big game in the league tomorrow night, a Manly versus Melbourne Storm. Have you been following much NRL?
The Warriors are out, aren't they?
I think they're close to being out, unfortunately. But
I don't expect much from the Warriors, if I'm honest.
I feel like that's one of those ones. I want to follow a lot more NRL, but I know if you do anything on YouTube, like they're very strict on it.
Yeah.
Like they take streams down that are anything to do with it and then like put them back up like after the match is finished, or they wait like 2 weeks and then do it. So I don't know whether we'd risk it, but I'd like to.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Red Cameron misses that one. 20 minutes left in this match at this stage, even though I did say that about 3 minutes ago. But it is now a total of 19 left in this one. Still, there is a big difference in the scoreboard. Lindenmouth off the field, that's going to be for Asamoah. And at this stage, Wellington versus Northland. What are you smiling at?
Just talking to Kieran.
That's the one thing as well. We don't have Kieran emojis in the chat on this channel, sadly.
No.
It's a bit sad. Halliday off the field, and that is going to be for Savietti as well. Now it's going to be Drew Wild busting it across field. Going to be a run from the number 14. Once again, trying to drive for Whainanoku. That is Tima Whainanoku. And at this stage now, it's going to be short side once again. It is the number 4, Champagne Stuff. Lovely grapes as well. Says it Grape Nuts in the chat. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Nice name. Oh, yeah, there as well. But at this stage now, Counties Manukau. Once again, they're going to need 13 points. So they need 2 converted tries in the last 19 minutes of this match. 5 phases now for Manawatu, 40 out from their own line, firing it back. And it is going to be kicked downfield. Looking for once again, the 50-20 as an option. Orban Ledger taking it very close to the touchline and whipping it back across field to Lulala now going for it once again. Possibly the 50-22. Taniela Talia is trying to bounce it awkwardly. Going to be taken nicely by Brett Cameron, who's had a very solid game for Manawatu so far. Going into touch there. They're in the lines. Would have smacked someone in the seat if they were there, but now it is going to be a line out for Counties Manukau just inside of the half of Manawatu.
Good work.
Oh, he's got a lip.
His leg's broken.
That's not good because of the fact he's been having a very good game, and the last thing you want now is for him to be injured for any amount of time outside of just this game. Because Dalton Papali, he actually plays for Counties Manukau, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I think he does, but he is not there. And that's one thing. It was actually Ian Foster who mentioned that maybe he would end up in the situation of possibly putting one of those players who were coming back from injury back into the NPC for a little bit longer. The likes of, we're seeing Peronara. He's going to be playing for Wellington tomorrow. Safamoa as well. Yeah, Hoskins Satutu in this game. He wasn't injured, but he is just getting a little bit of time to be able to play in this competition just to get him up to that international standard. These are all the games that are being played as well. Bay of Plenty versus Tasman. That's going to be an exciting one. But unfortunately, with the British and Irish Lions game being so late, it's going to be a struggle to get up in time. We'll pretty much be trying to get an 8-hour shift in between games. But we have got George with KFC emoji, Hamish with broken pen emoji as well. Says Katie Dixon, maybe.
Pen. What's wrong with your pen?
Off. That one's buggered.
Look.
You're going to throw it. I know you. You're going to throw it.
I don't know if I have a look.
You're going to throw it. Then also all my other ones are both all like snapping them up.
Everyone unsubscribe right now. I want that pin.
We don't want to.
Dislikes, I'm telling you, the whole shit.
That's the thing. That we don't actually have the rule of no swearing on this channel, really. But
we can we swear on this one?
I mean, we kind of can, but it's also one of the... Okay, so we're testing the waters. But at this stage now, it's going to be Counties Manukau with the line out, throw 45 out. But that one is going to be claimed there by Samuel Slade. Once again, Tamatene now passing it across Bill Ledger. Short ball now into the hands. Oh, once again, Tima Whainanoku driving forward. And Katie has put the low on the jack as well. But 50 metres out now, Counties Manukau. If they want any chance of winning this one, they need to score now. Manawatu, they need 2 more tries to get a bonus point as well, which could be crucial in this competition. We have seen how close these ones can be, but now it's going to be passed backwards through the hands. He's almost passed it to himself because Ledger just didn't want that one. Straight on the ball, almost Manawatu able to get up, but not quite. Now it's going to be Jonathan Tamatino looking like he might be kicking this one high to possibly try and retain the position, put them under pressure with the slippery ball situation. Gone straight up in the air. They're going to be taken beautifully there. And he is going to be a little, okay, there's going to be a knock-on advantage there. So Manawatu going to have the position now. Brett Cameron throwing it high and a crossways, going for the 50-22 once again, but it is going to be taken nicely there. Boy, it is going to be Lulala kicking it back downfield, going for the 50-22 straight into the hands
of the little white
of Drew Wild, chipping behind you. A little bit of skill, not good. Will take it beautifully, taken by Jonathan Tamatino. Offload on the outside, another drop ball there. And it means now it will be Manawatu.
Fight. Oh,
no. No fight? No. I saw in the Cook Islands versus Tonga game, I swear there was actually like a physical punch thrown to someone's face.
Have you never seen that before?
No, like the refs didn't care. They were looking at something else. And I just saw him in the background just go. And they were just like, yeah, no, this player here, it looks like he's possibly taken out the halfback. And then from there, we're just looking at that and then just bang in the background. It just seems he's kind of taking him out. But now that's going to be, what happened there? I think that was Counties Manukau getting that penalty, but unfortunately, Auburn Ledger just kicks that ball out just a little bit too far. He wanted to get as many meters as he could. Unfortunately, just went for too many there, though. And we have also got in there Barry Greeners, but why don't you guys do a boxing match live stream, Kiwi Lads versus George? Let's see who wins. I mean, I think we know who would win. So it's not going to happen, unfortunately, because of the fact, like, you, of course. I mean, for one, you know, I'm a solid lad, aren't I? You know, I'd break a thin stick if I had to, you know.
I've seen you get blown over by wind.
Yeah, so even if you miss a punch, I'll probably still get wobbly. But, it's going to be Viliami Taulani going off the field. We have also got there, old mate on the left is a great commentator, says Matt. I'm not sure which way is left at this stage in terms of, because I think it's mirrored. So I think it's you. Or is it?
No, because if they're looking at because they're looking at that.
You're on my left.
No, but they're looking at that.
They're on. Yeah, they're mirrored,
so
aren't they?
That's.
We're just.
No, it's me. No, it's you.
Is it you?
They're looking at that.
Is
so who's on the left? Me.
Black headphones, white headphones. Do let us know because I think it is mirrored for us, possibly. So I think it's you, possibly.
I'm crap.
But now 65 minutes into this one, 29 to Manawatu and 16 to Counties Manukau. Going to be the scrum feed here, and it is going to be Griffin Culver putting that ball in.
There, Griffin.
Get in there, or maybe don't get quite in there, Griffin. Just put the ball in. You, mate, in the green. Oh, okay. That is me. You're good. at times. You still, thank you, Matt. I do appreciate that a lot, mate. We have actually got the Kiwi Lads main channel that we normally do the live streams on. Well, the main channel, which we will be doing continuing these live streams on from the future. It was just a little bit of a tester on this one because of the fact that, we wanted to make sure that it was going to be working smoothly for those ones. Would you slap George for a donation as well as Barry Green?
Now, for Hamish's safety, I wouldn't suggest
that wouldn't be a smart idea. And also the donations aren't actually on this channel. So, would it go well? Oh, that's got a big contact there down the wing. Fatima Whananuku driving forward. Now it's going to be a little offload there from Culver. Almost Liam Mitchell taking a lot of pressure here on Manawatu, but they have been able to claim that one. And Blackhead finds himself says, Matt, do I appreciate that a lot, mate. And at this stage, the speed bag. Get the speed bag going. Do you own speed bag?
Speed bag? No. Yeah. I just use the ground.
You just punch the ground, doing this.
Cushions and stuff. Mum doesn't like that, though. When I use cushions and stuff. She gets shit.
Your mum just walks into the lounge and your dad's just holding the cushion and you're just left, right.
I'm just hey.
He's like, give it some uppercuts, George. But at this stage now, they're showing the man on the bench for Manawatu.
What is
got the ice pack on their neck there. I believe it was Tuimonga. If I'm not wrong, whoever's got the Morse code from old mate in the white headphones is question of
But stop kicking and go for the try.
No, they want to. Yeah, that's the thing. I guess
for the try,
this kick gets them outside of 14 though.
Yeah.
But it's one of those ones. Bonus points could be crucial in this competition.
I'd say it will be. It's New Zealand, and he's missed it.
And he's missed it. So
don't even do that ever again, you idiot. They're not going to score enough tries in the next minute of the game.
It's going to be interesting. 13 minutes left in this one.
Figure it out.
But Matt has suggested that you speak in Morse code, and I would agree with that at times.
Figure it out.
And it's going to be Ed Fidel, very good player for Manu Sama.
Listen, Matt, some would understand in this world, all right? Some would understand, okay?
I don't.
It's a form of speech that a lot of people, only some can understand.
To be fair, about 5 minutes ago, you were going, whoop, 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 just in the background. But at this stage, we're in New Zealand. Are you fellas from? We're from South Canterbury, is kind of the easiest way of saying it because of the fact we're from a small town in South Canterbury. So kind of about 2.5 hours down the road from the Crusaders and about 2.5 hours up the road from the Highlanders.
Great. So when people come to New Zealand and they're like, what's the directions? Well, it's about 2.5 hours south of the Crusaders.
I feel like if you are someone and they were like 2.5 hours south of the Crusaders or north, they'll be like, oh, yeah, it's just Christchurch, mate. Just, like in terms of the Crusaders.
Just 2.5 hours of Christchurch. That's all you need. This is the Crusaders.
You just go around the loop at the airport about 15 times. You're good to go. We've got also, you're doing any Curry Cup matches today? Not today, but I am hoping to do a few more in the future because of the fact that when the Olympics are on here in New Zealand, they aren't showing the Curry Cup games, unfortunately. But now it's going to be a backline movement here for Counties Manukau out onto the wing. And it is going to be once again in the hands of, it is, I think it was it Filiomi? Not too sure there. Now driving forward once again. It is going to be Tamatene, another penalty for Manawatu. They will take on the 3 here, I would think. 40 metres out.
I'll give them the sack.
You give them the sack?
Seriously.
Hoskins Satutu giving away the penalty. And tell you what, Ian Foster.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't worry, I wasn't going there. This man, he will be smiling.
Well, he'll get the sack.
Hoskins Satutu or Ian Foster. I feel like at this stage,
he loses matches, he's getting the sack. Half the old country don't like him.
Yeah, Hoskins Satutu giving away a penalty. And also, I think he's given away 2 penalties so far. So this man will be smiling. Have you seen the loose forward trio for the All Blacks?
No.
It's going to be Akira Ioane, Dalton Pavali, and Artie Savia at 8.
Oh, wow.
It's exciting.
The Australians won't know what to do. Who have they got?
Oh, they've got Rob Valentini, Michael Hooper, and it will be number 8, Harry Wilson. So that's a pretty good loose forward trio too.
Yeah.
Going to be exciting. Less than 24 hours away. Brett Cameron once again kicking. George not taking jokes. That's from Craig. And Timaru says back 30 minutes south of Timaru is where we are located. That one has gone over from Brett Cameron. So now it is going to be Manawatu sitting on 20. No, they're going to be sitting on 32. Yeah, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Everyone, it's raining.
No more
at the
kicks.
stage. They've got double the points. Yeah, they've got outside.
Killing the sport, guys. No more kicks.
They've got outside of 14. Now it's just about trying to build and get yourself 2 more tries. Get that bonus point. So far, only 3 tries in this match so far.
Yeah.
And you think with the high scoring, normally high scoring in the Bunnings NPC. Uh-oh.
It's out.
Oh, yeah, that's not good from Counties Manukau. Feeling the
Not good.
pressure a little bit here. And at the later stages of this one, Auburn Ledger just getting his last 2 kicks wrong, becoming costly. A little bit too much on that one. Going sideways. Dalton Publi as the next AV as
I
well.
don't know what it is.
AV. AV7, sorry, is the next AV7.
Avenger.
Avenger? I mean, it could be an Avenger. The way he steals that ball in the breakdown, I just hope. I actually jinxed him last time. I said in the game
He's
up
not
against.
gonna be an Avenger.
No, I said in the game up against Tonga, I was like, I have a terrible feeling. This was at the start of the game. I was like, I have a terrible feeling. For some reason, I think Dalton Publi is going to get injured in this game. And guess what happened? Boy blew a calf and he was out for the next 2
How did
games.
you know he was going to get?
I don't know. It's weird. I just had that feeling. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know whether.
Wink at you? What did he do?
It's like, what did I do the other day? Oh, it's like our recording, wasn't it? Oh, you'll talk about that in a short moment. Oh, he's just smacked the ball straight into Auburn Ledger and he's dropped the ball, unfortunately, for him once again from Auburn Ledger. Just mistake after mistake for that man at this stage. But, yeah, we were doing a recording the other day. We're doing a little bit of a rugby challenge. No, we weren't. That's a lie. We were doing a little bit of London 2012. And something we did on there is we have our face cam recorded through my phone camera. So what we did was we set it up, and I was kind of like, while we were doing a bit of the bang-bang shooting, that is not a bit of the bang-bang, but we were doing a bit of shooting, and I was like, did I click record? So I went over and saw that it had stopped recording about 5 seconds before I checked it, and it had run out of storage space.
Yeah.
So if I hadn't done that, we would have missed it. And then there was the next moment. Now I was like, right, I'll click record after clearing some space, and then I sat back down, and then I was like, hang on. I just make sure that I clicked it, and it actually stopped recording again because it said storage was still full.
Yeah.
So that means, luckily, we're going to have face cam for the second half of London 2012, which is a fun game. If you guys like running, it's a good game for you. We have got either Kiwi Lads and George as well, says Brandon. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Anyone who is new to this Kiwi Lads Sport channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are at this stage. This is the first live stream, first video.
Hit the subscribe button, guys.
Yeah.
Just do it.
It's our first live stream on this channel, and the first video on this live channel since about the third. No, it was the first week of Super Rugby Trans Tasman. Last time there was an upload on this channel.
Yeah, just do it.
This is a decent upload, I thought.
Just feel
Reds versus Highlanders as well, and that's lucky as well, says Katie. And question from Brandon, fire away, mate. But at this stage, it's going to be a scrum for Manawatu, just inside of the half of Counties Manukau. Can they get a try in the next few minutes and then build towards that bonus point? We'll have to wait and see. It's gone down in the front row. And I guess another thing is going to be an advantage. And it's going to be Braden Iosi once again going off the back, the captain for Manawatu. But yeah, that's the thing. If Counties Manukau get within 7, they actually also get the bonus point.
Game has been in the halfway line for the last 20 minutes.
There's a bit little kicker behind there. And it's going to be sitting up, is it? Yes, it does. Fires it back. Trying to find the pass, and it's going to go into the hands of the replacement. Tye Proppy's asking for it down here. It's going to be a penalty to Counties Manukau. And once again, anytime either side's got a momentum, since you've actually been here, have we had a try?
No, it's been boring.
Yeah.
Really boring.
Boys, you're not making him want to come back at this stage.
Come on.
Had to get him here out of his tractor.
Like, they're just...
It's been pretty stale.
Lights on the tractor are nice, man.
Oh, bit of do you guys want to see some Farming Simulator 19 content that we and George filmed about a year? No, not a year ago, but it was a while ago. But it was almost a how-to series on Farming Simulator 19. Didn't go well.
I wanted to do a how-to series on a bit of piss take. You know how you get lots of people that take it real seriously? We'll start off real serious, and then we'll just be like, no, you're doing it wrong.
I feel like that was pretty much what happened there. Like, you're going to work out and turn off your headlights, which didn't go well. But we have got, in the second half, we are indeed. There are only 6 minutes left of this match now between these two sides. It's going to be going back once again now. Oh, a little bit high, but he was running high there. So I think it is fine there. George, are you going to be here for the All Blacks game versus the Wallabies tomorrow, 7:05? That's when that game is going to be taking place. You might be out on the town, will you, for a Saturday night? That's going into touch. And now because of it,
they
Manawatu are going to have an opportunity late in this one. So yeah, we might have to wait and see. Will you be here for the 2 o'clock game?
No.
Cool. 4 o'clock game on Sunday.
I don't know.
Cool. Yeah.
Good.
Then we have got any content that you and George make. We want to see. It's so funny as well, says Katie Dixon. And you have been supporting the gaming channel a lot, and we do appreciate it. I think you've watched every single video on there, if I'm not wrong.
She does well.
She does well. She does very well indeed. And yeah, it's one of those ones that Rugby Challenge one. I feel like I hope it gets a few more views because of the fact that I think it was one of our better sevens ones that we have done. At the stage now, it's going to be a rolling maul for Manawatu. 5 minutes left, and it's pouring down in Palmy North at the moment. Is it going to be raining another try? Rainui at the back. They're not stopping this one. And it's going to be the try. And it's Rainui who was able to score it. We have seen a try now. And of course, it's a rolling maul. You're not really impressed with rolling mauls that often, are you?
Well, they're the boring form of a try, aren't they? You don't know what's happening half the time. You're just like, oh.
Although more boring penalty tries.
Yeah.
I hate that. Definitely when a player's like 1 meter short and they're about to grab the ball and they're like, you know what, that's a penalty try.
Yeah.
And it's like, mate, I was just gonna go like that. But then of course that's a very good rolling ball from Manawatu. Rainui are scoring the try. And now that bonus point is on. But perhaps they should have got that rolling ball try at the 70th minute when they took on that last kick. They've got the lead very nicely in Manawatu. But have they left it too little too late to be able to chase that bonus point? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brett Cameron once again going to be kicking this one. Got an Australian accent for that part. But now 7 from 9 so far for Brett Cameron tonight. He's been having a very decent day. I think he is probably, I'd say around 23.
Oh, yeah.
23, 24, 20-something. 20-something.
Bit older, isn't he?
Yeah. He missed. Oh, yeah. You got that one. What did I put it at? 39. Yeah, we are good. Right. We're going to quickly look up Brett Cameron. See how old he is. 24.
Is he
4th of October? No. Oh, that's a picture of him with the All Blacks. Maybe it's the under 20 side.
Yeah.
Perhaps. But yeah, I know he was at the Crusaders, which I was surprised you didn't know him from.
No.
But then also Canterbury is where we have also seen him in recent history, Brett Cameron. But now 3 minutes left in this one. Counties Manukau kicking off once again. Oh, Auburn Ledger.
Again.
No, it wasn't Auburn Ledger. He was subbed off, and the guy who's done the kick instead has now kicked it out on the full. They're reading the wind all wrong at this stage.
Yeah.
It looks like there's no wind. The rain's just going straight down. They're just getting it wrong, unfortunately. Counties Manukau trying to do a little bit too much, but now it's going to be Cruden coming on the field here for Manawatu, replacing Brett Cameron, who's had a very solid game so far in this one. But we've got a lot of rugby on in the next 24 hours. We have got a total.
I'm going to bed.
We got 6 Bunnings NPC games, but luckily 2 of them are double ups. So that's going to be 4 Bunnings NPC games, All Blacks versus the Wallabies, also the British and Irish Lions playing the final match against the Springboks. I think the Springboks might be able to seal it. And it is the first time since 1989 that a side has lost the first game and come back to win a series.
Yeah.
So that's huge if they can do it, of course. But I saw it. Josh Adams has come back for the British and Irish Lions. Feel like that is a good choice. Although they did actually decide to keep the one Van Merwe out there, which is interesting because he hasn't quite found his form. And at that situation, at this stage now, this is going to be a risky throw. This is a remote. You ready? There you go. Nice one. And at this stage now, Counties Manukau may be getting one more chance here to be able to score themselves some points. I actually called it 4 tries as well. So, Sebastian, you did indeed at the start. You have got it. I think you said 1. Was it 1 in the first half, 3 in the second? But if that is reversed, that is 100% spot on. Unless, of course, Counties Manukau decide to score a try here, and they are only going to be a couple meters out from the line, about 10 at this stage. But they will be hoping to get that rolling maul going. Oscar Saturu lifting the man there. They've taken it nicely, and now it's going to be the rolling maul for Counties Manukau. Can they fire back and get their first try of the second half here? It's going to be rolling very nicely. It's going to be in the hands of Togi Tama, and he will be able to possibly get it over the line here for Counties Manukau. Only a minute and a half left. We move this a little bit here. About there. Is that all right? somewhere there. And now at this stage, it is going to be. Would you like to hold that? Now it's going to be Oscar Saturu. Quick hands here. Now it's going to be on the outside. He's getting close to the line, only a meter short at this stage. And now it's going to be Jonathan Tamatino trying to get this ball available. If anyone's wondering what we are doing,
and you guys like lights? We got lots of lights, guys.
It's a nice one, isn't it? At this stage, they are only going to be 5 meters short of the line. Going across Bill once again now.
It's dark.
And now also it is going to be going across field. Alamanda Matanga. Advantage for Counties Manukau as well. They're getting very close to the line. Tamatene with the inside ball. Samuel Slade trying to make his way over the line. And now round the side, they're close. They're a metre short, inches from the line here. Can they get over? It's going to be going back for the penalty question time.
Minutes.
We've got what is the weather? And George, now your questions. What is your favorite TV show?
My name's George, not Giorgio.
Probably. But what's your favorite TV show?
Whoa. I don't really watch TV like series. Like I don't really sit down and watch TV.
On-field decision is try here as well, for anyone who is wondering at this stage.
I watch Netflix sometimes.
What's your favorite Netflix series?
I quite like mafia movies and stuff.
Mm.
TV series, The Grand Tour.
Oh, The Grand Tour. You, Isaac, and Daniel are all.
Me and Isaac love it. Me and Isaac love The Grand Tour.
Is this going to be a try? That's kind of on the line there, I believe. If I'm not wrong, but it's just whether or not it was on the ground.
What's that, Nick Berry? What is that? Did you say it's on the line and it's not over the line?
It's a try. And Counties Manukau have been able to score the last try of this match. They're going to get the final moment in this one. Neither side receiving a bonus point in this one. So 4 points are all going to be going to Manawatu in this matchup. And did he hit the post there? Did he miss that? So now I guess the end score. Oh, and we're going to get one more kickoff here. So Manawatu might actually almost get one more opportunity. By the looks of it, we are going to have half time. We are going to get one more opportunity, I should say. So what we will do is we will quickly take away full time out of the scoreboard and we will put that back up. There we go. There's the siren. So now it means this is going to be the final kickoff of the match. That kind of looked like an unsure look from the man who is going to be doing the kicking there, Crude, and he has decided maybe just to kick it as deep as they can. And then Counties Manukau would actually be smart to kick this one out if they receive this one, which looks like maybe that is going to be the option. No, they're going to be running it out. They decided why not have one more crack. But at this stage, if it does end up costing them a try and a bonus point against them, that will not be ideal for them one bit. But at this stage, just outside their own 22, they can't get within 7, but they look like they haven't given up yet. But now it is going to be going straight through the middle by the looks of it, driving forward.
They're not going anywhere.
In this situation, Tamatena now going sideways. Back to the replacement prop. He is going to be trying to make his way forward as well. Round the side, nice little sell of the dummy. Now it's going to be offloaded to Tamatena, taking it beautifully. And a good low tackle from, I believe it was their number 6, which in this one is TK Howden. Going back now. Looked like he was going to sell the dummy there, and it's going to be Tanau Talia driving forward on the outside. It's going to be the big number 5. Out now. Ship in mind. Is it going to be going into touch? It might go, or is it going all the way into the end goal? Who got that one? I don't think anyone did an Ed Fido. If no one got that ball down, it is going to be full time. But if they manage to get that try there, no try sounds like it is the call. So that is going to be the end of this game. Planet Coaster play it as well, says Brandon. And I mean, at this stage, we have got quite a few games that we would like to play on the Kiwi Lads.
Anyone like lights?
On the Kiwi Lads gaming channel. We have got plenty of options in the future.
It's a bloody good light, you know.
It is a little bit, although I've got it taped up just to make sure, you know.
What of what?
Tape so that it doesn't fall apart. It's a bit like
what? Do you tape things up before they fall apart just so they don't?
No, this part was. It did fall apart, so it's taped
tape it up so in case it does.
So it doesn't fall apart
because it is falling apart.
Yeah. And we have
it's like going up to a window and be like, put some tape on that. Why? It might fall apart.
Sebastian's comment.
Yeah.
Look, that one. We've got, I think, 3 new subs since the stream has started, as well as this Katie Dixon. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those ones. We were never expecting huge numbers for this live stream purely because of the fact that no one really knows about this channel. Yeah. Like, it has got a few subscribers, but a lot of them were subscribed when it was. Fun fact, Kiwi Lads podcast. Oh, what a throwback that is. That was fun times, wasn't it? When you guys sniff party poppers and all the fun stuff. That sounds like that's not drugs. But yeah, it's one of those ones. Maybe one day we'll get the podcast back up and running. Or because we've got the channel memberships now, we were talking about maybe doing some sort of Kiwi Lads after hours type chilled out. Just talk about the week, what we've got planned. Because that's the thing, we've got plenty of videos planned for the gaming channel. Yeah. But it's just one of those ones, we're just going to find the time to be able to film and edit them with the amount of rugby that's on. Like London 2012 for me, I want to make that a long-standing series on the channel because I think that was the most fun I've had in a recording session in a very long time.
Yeah.
Like I love doing the rugby challenge one, but that one, like it was just a lot of fun, wasn't it, with all the events? So that's going to be coming hopefully soon on the channel London 2012. That will be on the Kiwi Lads Gaming or the Sport.
Might be on the Sport.
We'll have to wait and see. Because that's the thing, we're still trying to decide whether or not to put sports games on the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel or the Kiwi Lads Sport channel. Because of the fact they kind of count as both. And also, Rugby Sevens on Rugby Challenge also counts as the Kiwi Lads channel. So it's almost 3 channels that it could go on.
Yeah.
But we're just not sure what one to put it on. But the tries scored in this match, there were 4 of them in total, or 5 actually, sorry. The tries were scored by, in the end, it was Brett Cameron, also Drew Wild, Ray Nuia. Those were the 3 for Manawatu. And then 4, that was Counties Manukau. There were 2 tries scored, and it was Alamanda Matanga. And also, the last try of the match, I don't know who scored it. He was close to the line, but I can't actually...
No.
Who was it? I think it might have maybe been... No idea, actually. We didn't really see it. Tokyo Olympics game, can you please tell me what go on? As well, says Brandon. I think that one, it's kind of a little bit similar to London 2012, except there are a lot of weird kind of, I guess they're weird, but then that's also arcade-ish type thing. So your shoes can go on fire in the 100 meters and all that stuff. We're looking at possibly getting it, although it is still 70 New Zealand dollars.
Yeah.
So it is quite up there in terms of price, definitely because of the fact that we're thinking about a couple other games for the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel that are coming up. Maybe Far Cry 6, maybe a Farming Simulator 21, eh?
Yeah.
Get that going.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got heaps of games that we want to play. It's just trying to find the time to film them all and also just make them entertaining for you guys as well. That is our main goal. If you guys enjoy the videos, we're just going to keep on making them, aren't we? Yeah. But yeah, nonetheless, I think we are almost at the end of this match. Well, we are at the end of this match, almost at the end of this live stream.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
It was good.
Was it?
Rugby was a bit boring. But
You enjoyed being here nonetheless?
Yeah.
2 Point Hospital. As well as Brandon, I have seen that one advertised.
What's
this
that again?
Yeah. I'm not sure whether it's 2-person though, but we've got a lot of games that we do have on the cards for the Kiwi Lads Gaming channel. Like even bringing out the old 360 has got me all these games that I'm thinking about that maybe we should bring back out. Because I guess it's one of those ones, to be able to get any decent views, you've got to go with new games. But I feel like it's also those old games that we want to play because of the fact they're just a lot of fun. Like London 2012, we're not expecting a lot of numbers, but I think the videos that we can bring you guys for that game, hopefully you will enjoy and they will be entertaining.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, really. Like, while we are yawning at this stage. But nonetheless, we have Scott so glad George was here for the stream. More George plus Hamish together, as well as Katie Dixon. And we need a little bit more George plus Hamish plus Daniel. We need to get Daniel on the channel a little bit more. It's a struggle. The struggle is real in that regard, but we're working on it. We're trying to get him on, aren't we? And a few of the gaming videos that are coming up very soon. It is a bit tricky, to be fair. We have to work hard, that is for sure. But at this stage, I mean, I assume that most of you already are. But for those who aren't, who are watching now, if you are interested in our if you are interested in a little bit of gaming, the Kiwi Lads Gaming is possibly the place that you may want to check out. It is one of those ones that we have been working hard on that one to bring a few new videos out. We've got a rugby challenge one recently. Rugby 7's gone horribly wrong is the title of that one. And yeah, if you do like a bit of gaming, we are going to be uploading plenty more games on that channel as well. And at this stage, we're on 50 subscribers, which I feel like is actually very decent. You know? It's okay. Yeah. It's okay? Yeah. What number would you like to have it at by the end of the year?
Oh, I probably shouldn't tell you,
Well, it's like 50,000.
It's a bit more than 1,000.
More than 1,000?
Yeah.
Jeez. And also, we've been going for a year on the main channel, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. This is almost becoming Kiwi Lads After Hours, isn't it? Yeah. We're just chilling out, having a chat. Yeah. And whatnot. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy the YouTube process. I feel like it's one of those ones that people may look at this live stream as we had hardly anyone watching, but I love the concept of a YouTube live stream to be able to have you guys in the chat, even if it is only a few of you. I mean, it just means that it's a little bit more personal, I guess you could say, that we kind of get to answer everything and don't miss any messages and just get to have a good old chat with you guys as well. I love the turbos. says it was at Jason, so he will be very happy with that performance. And that is the thing. They are missing the likes of Aaron Smith at number 9. They didn't have him this week. Perenara is going to be playing for Auckland, or no, he's not, for Wellington. But also Jamie Booth, he must be close to returning from injury. So when you add Jamie Booth into the mix, it's going to be a very dangerous side. I mean, Logan Henry, very good performance from him as well, though. And also Griffin Culver off the bench. But yeah, nonetheless, there were about 19 to 20 people at one point, says Katie Dixon, which I feel like I thought we'd have like 2 people watching for this Kiwi Lad Sport one, purely because we haven't uploaded in 3 months.
Yeah.
And also it's a competition that not too many people know. It's called the Bunnings NPC. So it's one of those ones, like I would have been happy with like 5 people watching, and we somehow smashed it out of the park for a majority of this live stream.
Pretty badass.
Yeah.
You don't mind?
Yeah. Boom. Punch some cushions. But yeah, nonetheless, I think we are at the end of this live stream. If you guys did enjoy and you are looking forward to more of the Bunnings NPC, we are going to be transferring over to the main channel tomorrow, because now that we know that we don't get automatically strike down, I think we can do it on the main channel. So yeah, if you do enjoy this, when are you doing Rugby Challenge 4? We've actually got our match between the All Blacks and the Wallabies. That is coming out very soon. We've got a couple of surprises in there as well, without spoiling anything. There's a huge return in that game. 2 huge returns. One for the Wallabies and one even bigger one for the All Blacks.
Should be a real life thing.
Coming back very soon. Yeah. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. We will see you all very soon, in terms of, maybe you won't see them soon though, depending on whether you come around this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll wait and see. I will see you soon anyway. And George has been George once again. And we will see you all in